Happy New Year, USFFL. We have football tonight. As a matter of fact, we have 4 games on tap tonight. 8 teams, all of them still alive for the playoffs, all of them with a winning record, or I think we have one 7-7 team. There's going to be a great slate of games tonight. We've got Chargers hosting the Bills. We've got the Broncos hosting the Patriots. We've got the Texans hosting the Browns. And we've got couple of really big teams fighting for the number 1 seeds of both conferences. The Cowboys on the road against the Dolphins, all coming up tonight on the USFFL. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back. Give me a second here as I'm getting this all set up. Doesn't look like that game number got shared out publicly. Let's make sure it's there. We definitely want the option for people to watch the game and not have to be a part of a broadcast. So let's get the game rolling here. Let's first switch over here and let's put you where you can see the game instead of me. All right. And here we are. Haven't had our first play, looking live. Buffalo Bills, coached by Zach Zalesny, winner in the AFC last year, making it to the Super Bowl, where he lost to the 49ers. Los Angeles Chargers, coached by Anthony Tangora. First play from scrimmage is a flat pass. Right side, caught for 5 yards by Stephon Diggs, 2nd and 5 Buffalo. Both of these teams come into the game 8-6. Both of these teams are in second place or tied for second in their division. Josh Allen drops back. We've got a quick slant to his tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Receiver opportunity on the defensive card. He catches it, and he comes up just a little short, 1 yard short, and drops the ball. It's loose. We've got a fumble, and that fumble is going to be jumped on by Buffalo. Looks like they recovered it. We also have the game's first injury. On the defense, that would be the Chargers' Nick Williams. Defensive right end 4, blitz rating 1. Blitz rating actually gets better on that 0. Presuming Fox is in the game. So 3rd and 1. Big play here. Back to pass looking deep. Receiver is double teamed. Good call. That broke it up, but there is a holding penalty against Buffalo. So it'll be 4th and 1. Interesting to see. I assume that they'll take the penalty. I'm kind of surprised. So Anthony, the Chargers coach, had an opportunity to put Buffalo at a 4th and 1 at about their own 30. Instead, they want to back him up. Obviously, he was concerned he would go for it. Haven't even had the game's first down. Stakes for the game obviously high. 3rd and 11 Buffalo. Allen now out of the shotgun. Technically pistol set. He could still run. Chargers in a nickel. Allen back to pass. Looks short. Gabe Davis's target. To the defensive card we go. It's caught and comes up a yard short anyway. Gabe Davis caught it. And we're right back to the 4th and 1 we had a moment ago. And it looks like the Chargers' instincts were correct as Buffalo is bringing out the offense. So we have not had a first down yet in this game. And we already have our first 4th down attempt. 4th and 1 Buffalo at their own 34. 3-4 blitz showing here from the Chargers. Louis Gilman, the free safety. Up close. The key is on the quarterback, but it's a run halfback. James Cook up the middle, on wrong on his card. He's got forward for a first down. Gain of 4. 1st and 10 out to the 38-yard line. James Cook comes into the game, I believe, leading the league in receptions. Indeed, with 125 receptions on the year coming into the week. Back to pass, Allen. Looks short, but he's forced to dump it off. It's going to be caught in a 6-yard catch and run, setting up 2nd and 4. We have another injury. This one to tight end Dawson Knox of Buffalo. He'll be out for the remainder of the game. Same story for the aforementioned Nick Williams of Los Angeles. 2nd and 4. Buffalo now from their own 44. First of 4 games we'll be covering tonight. Defense looks pass, run up the middle, and James Cook gets another 4 yards, and that's enough to move the sticks. First down, Buffalo now at their own 48-yard line. Back to pass, Allen looks short, and it's going to be incomplete. Chargers looking for the pass. Josh Allen couldn't get it on his card right. Buffalo certainly passed as much as anybody in the USFFL. 621 pass attempts already coming into the week for Josh Allen. That leads the league by a good margin, by 25 attempts. 2nd and 10, back to pass. He's looking deep again. It's a double team on Gabe Davis. Good call again by the coach, and incomplete. 2nd time in the game already that Coach Tangor has doubled up successfully on Gabe Davis. And so that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Right near midfield. Gabe Davis now in the slot, 3 wide receivers. Allen out of the pistol. He's back to pass. Looking short, scans the field, checking for blitz. And he's forced to dump it off in the flat to his tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And Cade's got the catch and a good run. 1st down yardage into Los Angeles territory and brought down at the 37. Pick up a 15 on the play as the dice take us to Josh Allen. Flat pass right column, and he finds that short gain on 11. That's not a good roll for a lot of quarterbacks, but for Josh Allen, that's enough to take the game into opposing territory. 1st and 10. Buffalo, I believe, leading the USFFL in points at 33.4 per game. Back to pass, looking deep, going right back to Gabe Davis. He is doubled again. Tangora all over Gabe Davis for a 3rd time here on the game's opening drive. It's going to be a dump off instead then. Allen looks into the flat, and it's a receiver opportunity. Quentin Morris has got it, and 5 yards. 2nd and 5 at the 32. Opening drive of the game, and Tangora successfully doubled up Gabe Davis 3 times. I suppose, if anything, that's a testament to it's still difficult to stop Buffalo because they're still driving. 2nd and 5 here. And here's a run up the middle, James Cook. Interestingly, this free safety was looking for him to get it on a pass. Line stuffs it quickly, and it's just a 1 yard gain for 3rd and 4. Sorry. Next up here, top of the hour, 20 minutes from now, we should have kickoff between the 13-1 Dallas Cowboys leading in the NFC for the 1 seed and the 11-3 Miami Dolphins tied for that 1 seed in the AFC. Here's a run at the middle, James Cook, and he's got first down. Pick up a 5 on the play. Tui Bolatulo makes the tackle on that one. His 4th tackle already. First and 10 now, off tackle, left side, James Cook. This time there's a linebacker in the zone, but still a 7-yard gain. Offensive left tackle, Dion Dawkins springs that 7-yard run. And that's despite a 6 on the white die that he had to match and a linebacker in the zone. So a lot of things done right there by the defense, but still a gain of 7. 2nd and 3 off tackle run again. James Cook, first down yardage inside the 15 and brought down at the 13-yard line. And we are now officially halfway through the first quarter. 7:30 mark. Buffalo, opening drive of the game. This is play number 16, back to pass. Josh Allen looks short and incomplete. He was going for Gabe Davis yet again. Couldn't get him in the 3-man column on the Chargers defense. Gabe Davis, 16.6 per catch average from the 13. I think he was looking touchdown opportunity. Safety up close. Gilman showing blitz here for the Chargers on 2nd and 10. Out of the blocking back set, back to pass. Josh Allen looks short again. He is looking for his main man, Stephon Diggs, but he's forced to dump it off in the flat. And here's Gabe Davis in the flat, and that's going to be caught and a 6-yard gain, and that's going to set up 3rd and 4 at the 7 now. So we're inside the 10-yard line, and flat pass is off the board. Chargers do have Khalil Mack, 12-star 10 at the left outside linebacker position. Safety up close showing blitz. Out of the 3-4, blocking back set. Big 3rd down play here. Defense looking pass, but it's run up the middle. James Cook gets his wrong column, and he plows through for another first down run. 5 yards, needed 4. And it's 1st and goal, Buffalo at the 2. The drive goes on. This drive began at the 25-yard line. Now the 19th play of the drive, 1st and goal at the 2. And I think that might be the 4th first down rushing of the drive by James Cook. He's blended in nicely on this drive by Zach Zalesny. Back to pass on 1st down, looking short to the end zone and incomplete. Zach Zalesny trying to sneak it in there on 1st down, looking for Dalton Kincaid. Came up empty on Josh Allen's right column. It's 2nd and goal at the 2. Now in the full house set. Clock now ticking under 6 minutes, first quarter. Still scoreless. Chargers still waiting for their first possession. The key's on Josh Allen, but it's a pass. Back to pass again. Short. End zone. Touchdown, Gabe Davis. If at first you don't succeed, try again and keep trying. Gabe Davis just kept pulling it, doing the duty 3 catches, 18 yards on that drive, including the touchdown. And the Buffalo Bills are on the board with a 20-play opening drive, taking up 9 minutes on the clock and change, or 8 minutes and change, I guess it would be. The Bills are up 7-0 early. Ensuing kickoff taken and returned out to the 24-yard line by Darius Davis, and that's where the Chargers will begin their opening possession. Again, the Chargers coached by Anthony Tangora, Super Bowl winner a couple years ago, facing a Buffalo Bills defense that is going to be rated good to excellent against the pass, average to poor against the run. Chargers coming out immediately in a 2 tight end set. Donald Parham and Gerald Everett are the bookends. Bills showing blitz right here on the first play. Out of the 4-3. Looking pass, but it's a run. Pitch out left side. Josh Kelly, he gets the corner. First down yardage out across the 35. And not brought down until the 41. Pick up a 17 on the play. So a good start to the drive for Los Angeles. Chargers came into the week tied for first place in the AFC West at 8-6 with the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs won last night against the Raiders. So Chargers needing this game to keep pace. Chiefs and Chargers will play in the final week of the season. First down pass, quick slant over the middle to the tight end, Gerald Everett. Herbert on his card, pops the short gain, and Everett has a first down across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Tackled at the 45 by Christian Benford. Just 2 plays. The Chargers already in Buffalo territory. Chargers coming into the game 13th at 25.5 points per game. Herbert back to pass, looking for a screen and missed Eckler out of the backfield. So 2nd and 10. So behind the sticks on this series. Bills look pass, but it's a pitch out. Josh Kelly around the right side. Looks like he got 4 yards on the play, so that's 3rd down and 6 of the Buffalo 41. Field goal range for the Chargers at the fringe begins at the 38 on a 2 through 8 and 12. Coach Tangora obviously looking for more than that on this 3rd and 6. Justin Herbert out of the shotgun, 2 tight ends still. Tailback Austin Eckler beside him. He's got the A-rated yak. And they double up on Eckler, but it's a draw. Eckler up the middle, and he's brought down quickly. Just a gain of a yard. That went to the defensive card looking for a blocking back. And there was none there. Just one running back on the field. So 4th down and 5 at the 40. You would need 2 yards plus on variable just to get that long range. So on 4th and 5, not surprisingly, Coach Tangora is going to go for it. Chargers splitting out 3 wide receivers. Eckler the halfback. Herbert in the shotgun. Bills out of the nickel. So both teams on their opening possession getting a 4th down conversion. Or I should say a 4th down opportunity. We have to see if the Chargers are going to ultimately complete that conversion. Keenan Allen split out wide right. Mike Williams split out wide left. But the yak threat is the tailback in the backfield, Eckler. He was doubled on 3rd down by the Bills coach, Zach Zelzny. Got to presume Anthony's going to mix it up here. Back to pass. He's looking short. Herbert's going for his main man, Keenan Allen. Defense looking pass. And he's flush, forced to dump it off. Tight end, Donald Parham. He needs 5 on the quarterback card. Receiver, Parham on his own card. Cannot make the catch. And the Bills defense holds. Donald Parham on his right column. Got a roll of 4. He had first downs on 5, 6, and 7. Those are the breaks. Bills take over, 1st and 10 at their own 40. Back to pass. Josh Allen looking deep again. Going to Stephon Diggs. He avoids the blitz, and it is going to be completed. Stephon Diggs brings it in. There's a penalty on the play. That is down to about the 30. And let's see, it is holding against Buffalo. And so, wipe it off. Home crowd happy about that one here in Los Angeles. It's 1st and 20 Buffalo. Back at their 30. And boy, Zach Zalesny, I think that's his 3rd, maybe 4th long pass already here in the first quarter. He's been very aggressive so far. Blocking back formation. Chargers in a nickel. Defense looks past, but it's a run up the middle. This one, Latavius Murray, he comes in and gets a 3-yard gain only. Certainly not what Buffalo was hoping for. 2nd and 17. Keeping an eye for other games. Should be starting soon. Latavius Murray stays in at tailback here for Buffalo on 2nd and 17. And it's another run up the middle. Latavius Murray. So Buffalo, very conservative play calls here. Back-to-back runs up the middle for Latavius Murray. This one just gets a yard. So 4 yards only on those 2 plays, and it's 3rd and 16 Buffalo now from their own 34. Three wide receivers splitting out now. Shakir and Deontay Hardy split out to the left side. Diggs split out right. Three, 2-6 deep dime here from Los Angeles as they keep the option to stay double deep. It's a flat pass, though. Left side. This one's going to Khalil Shakir. Man in zone. Still, it's caught. Good gain, 9 yards, but not enough. 4th and 7 Buffalo at their own 43, and they are forced to punt it. And they're going to call for the coffin corner, it looks like. And my word, they rolled double 6s. So even worse. Just a 26-yard punt. Fair caught by Los Angeles. It didn't make it to the out-of-bounds line on the coffin corner because it was so short. So 1st and 10, Chargers now at their own 36. 18 seconds left first quarter. Still 7-0 Buffalo. And Herbert, quick slant over the middle to his tight end, Gerald Everett. He's got it. And an 8-yard gain. Gerald Everett finding a very nice roll of +8 on his flat pass right column, and it's 2nd and 2. Now a 2 tight end set. Eckler the tailback. And they're going to give it to Eckler right at the middle. He gets forward for an easy first down. 4-yard pickup, and it's 1st and 10. Chargers at their own 48-yard line. Second possession of the game for Los Angeles. First one ended on downs when they couldn't convert on a 4th and 5. Down near midfield. 2 tight end set again. Here's an in run. Josh Kelly right side and nothing doing. Brought down right away. Dorian Williams on the tackle, and it's 2nd and 10. We mentioned Buffalo. Defensively rated good to excellent against the pass. Herbert back to pass. He looks deep. Going to Mike Williams. Let's see if he gets it off. He avoids the blitz, but he's forced to dump it off. In the flat to his tailback, Josh Kelly. On the quarterback card, a yak opportunities created. Kelly gets the double sixes, and that's a nice gain, 15-yard net. And hang on, that's actually only a 6-yard gain. I believe, yes, that is his actual longest reception. So Josh Kelly gets that double sixes on a yak chart as a terrible yak player to spring for what would have been a first down, but then he's capped anyway by his longest reception of 6 yards. So 3rd and 4, Chargers at the Buffalo 46. 2 tight end set, 4-3 blitz here. Coach Zach Zalesny continues to be very aggressive with his safety up close. Micah Hyde trying to force the action. Back to pass. Herbert looks quick slant over the middle. Tight end Donald Parham. And he's incomplete. Couldn't beat the linebacker. Nice play. Terrell Bernard. And it forces a 4th and 4 in Buffalo territory at the 46. But the Chargers are going to play it safe and punt this one. Angling it out of bounds nicely. Good coffin corner punt there. J.K. Scott gets it out at the 4-yard line. And that is where the Bills will take over. Early second quarter, 13-12 to go. Bills still up 7-0 on the Chargers. Again, both teams 8-6. Both teams have been in recent Super Bowls. And maybe the last 2. As a matter of fact, I think that's right. Here's a hitch over the middle to Shakir. He's got the catch. And first down yardage over the middle for 13. Beat the linebacker over the middle. And it's 1st and 10 Buffalo at the 17. Safety up close showing blitz again for Los Angeles. Both teams are going to tempt you with that safety up close showing blitz. It adds to the pressure, but you've got to be careful for that crosshairs that can spring the surprise long game. Back to pass, Josh. He is looking deep again. This one's going to Stephon Diggs. He is doubled. And this time he's doubled by a safety, so a great call here by the Chargers, but it's a dump off. So he's going to get out of that to his tailback. Latavius Murray in the flat. He's got the catch and good yardage out across the 20 to the 25. It's going to be a gain of 8. 2nd down and 2. Another strong double team effort there from Coach Tangora. Buffalo beat Kansas City a few weeks ago, trying to do the same to the other top team in the AFC West tonight. 2nd and 2, run at the middle. Latavius Murray plows and gets himself a first down with a 4-yard gain. So 1st and 10, Buffalo at their 29. Back to pass. Allen looking short. This pass is intended for Dalton Kincaid, but he's forced to dump it off. Kincaid was apparently covered. We're in the flat now to Shakir, and he's got the catch and another good yards. 9-yard pickup on that one. It's 2nd and 1. Josh Allen now 12 of 16, 92 yards in this game. Chargers defensively rated average to good against the runs. Just poor against the pass. Second and 1 here. Defense looks past, but we've got a draw. Off tackle, Latavius Murray. On his car, plows ahead for 6 yards. Out across the 40 to the 44. 1st and 10 there now for Buffalo. Buffalo has outgained Los Angeles so far, 138 to 54. Base blocking back set here. Latavius Murray, the tailback. Blitzing out of the nickel, the Chargers defense. Flat pass, left side. Shakir, he is double teamed. And yet we go to the receiver card. Shakir's got it, and it's ahead for 15 yards. So that double team was by the linebacker. Only good if you're going to the short or long pass zone. Doesn't help you in a flat zone. And he managed to get 15 on flat pass on his own card. 1st and 10 now into Los Angeles territory. The Bills are at the 41. The edge of Buffalo's field goal range is just 4 yards away at the 37, where Tyler Bass would be a 2 through 7, 11, and 12. They'll stay in the blocking back set, but James Cook is back in the game. Safety's going to double team the halfback, but it's a slant pass to Dalton Kincaid, but no, forced to scramble now. And rushing with it is Josh Allen, but he is brought down after just 2 yards. First run of the game for Josh Allen, and it's 2nd and 8. Chargers defense comes into the game ranked 15th, allowing 347.5 per game. On 2nd and 8, James Cook still the tailback in a base set. 3-4 blitz here from the defense. They look past, but it's run. Pitch out, left side, James Cook. James Cook, white die, takes him to his wrong column, and that's good news for him as he's got himself a short gain. That one's going to be inside the 25 and brought down at the 24 by Asante Samuel Jr. But not before the Bills get to the 24-yard line and move the chains yet again. 8 carries, 47 yards so far for James Cook. There's a quick flat pass right side to Stephon Diggs. Linebacker is in zone. Allen on his car gets a receiver result, and Diggs cannot make it happen. 2nd and 10. Even on his right column, Diggs only has 2 incompletions on flat, but he found one. It's 2nd and 10. We're 3 minutes after the hour, and that makes me believe I think that we've started in Dallas, and indeed we have, or I should say in Miami, Dallas and Miami. Already underway. Let's pick up that game number. And we'll be ready with that here in a little bit. 2nd and 10, back to pass, looking short. This one's to Gabe Davis. He's got the catch, and he's loose. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gain of 24. And we mentioned earlier that everybody's free safety blitzing and just letting you take that crosshair if you can find it. And Buffalo does on that 2nd and 10. Short pass 10 result. Gets that crosshair and the automatic long gain. Allen to Davis, 24-yard TD strike. Extra point is good. And with 8:06 to go here in the second quarter, Buffalo has opened up a 14-point lead on the road. Ensuing kickoff. Touchback, and the Chargers begin at the 25. Let's go ahead and start seeing if we can get a peek in on the big Miami-Dallas game. Miami Dolphins are coached by Tony Tilleria, or as I like to call him, the assistant commissioner, or as he likes to call himself, the assistant to the commissioner. Whichever you prefer, you can all call him the Dolphins head coach, and they're playing tonight against the Dallas Cowboys. 1 second here. Cowboys typically coached by Bruce Mogg. Bruce Our buddy is on vacation with family, his annual sabbatical. This time I found him in the Grand Canyon. We had to pull together a substitute for his team tonight, and that sub, randomly through our new system, came out to be Joe Golden. And Joe Golden now with possession of the ball for Dallas. 1st and 10 at the Miami 24. Flat pass into the flat, caught Jake Ferguson, and a gain of 9. 2nd and 1 at the Miami 15. So Dallas already on the move here in Miami. Dallas, the NFC conference leader for the 1 seed at a 13-1 record. Tied with the Seahawks, but won the head-to-head against Seattle. Meanwhile, Miami 11-3 tied for the number 1 seed in the AFC with the Jaguars. Jaguars, though, right now do have that tiebreak edge. Miami wants the 1 seed. They've got work to do. Starting right here on defense, 2nd and 1, inside run, and just enough for a first down as Dowdle muscles forward for 2 yards. And so Cowboys 1st and 10 now at the Miami 13-yard line. Opening drive of this game. Cowboys have had 5 plays on the drive. That one you just saw is the first one that was not for a first down. So they've made quick work of what's actually a pretty good defensive unit here in Miami. There it is. They rank 5th defensively, Miami does, allowing 303 per game. And a flat pass here on first down is brought down quickly. A loss of 1. Tony Pollard trying to get it out of the backfield, but Bradley Chubb on the tackle, and it's 2nd and 11. Miami's D stepped up on first down. 2 tight end set here. Ferguson and Schoonmaker. Run up the middle. Pollard, and he's going to go ahead for 7 yards. The center, Tyler Biadasz, makes the key block there, and it's 3rd and 4. Now inside the 10-yard line, so flat pass is off the board here for these coaches as they consider their play call. This is the first 3rd down attempt of the game, as been smooth sailing across the field here for the Dallas offense to open this contest. Safety showing blitz here for Miami. It's Deshaun Elliott out of the 3-4. Defense looks run on 3rd and 4, but it's a pass. Back to pass, looking short, and it is incomplete. Incomplete, but a penalty, and it is pass interference against the Miami defense. And it's 1st and goal at the 1 for Dallas. So a big defensive penalty, and it's 1st and goal at the 1. Full house set here for Dallas. Coach Golden, guest coach at the helm here, trying to punch it in on the opening drive of the game. And it's a sneak. Quarterback Prescott up the middle on the defensive card, and touchdown, Dallas. On the 9th play of the opening drive, the Dallas Cowboys at 13-1 drive and get the 1-yard touchdown plunge from their quarterback and take an early 7-0 lead in Miami. Now back looking in Los Angeles, Bills and Chargers. Looks like we just had a coffin corner putt from Los Angeles and another good one. 2nd time that they've pinned the Bills down inside their 5-yard line. 1st and 10, Buffalo at the 4. They're still up 14-0 are the Bills. 3:18 to go, 2nd quarter. But you're always nervous on the shadow of your goalpost. And here comes the run up the middle. First down run. Latavius Murray right up the middle, and he's got 6 yards. Eric Kendricks on the tackle. 2nd and 4. Chargers struggling to get on the board here in the first half. Chargers come into the game on back-to-back victories over Denver and the Raiders. A couple of division wins where they scored 44 and 33 points, but they're struggling here. Flat pass, and Shakir's got it. And that's going to be ahead for 23 yards. Shakir was double-teamed by the defense. Good call there by Coach Tangora, but as we mentioned earlier, that doesn't help you in the flat. 6 on the white die, sent that to the 0-man column, and Shakir fully capitalizes. Now out to the 33-yard line, Buffalo with a first down. Back to pass, Allen again, looks deep. He is looking for Diggs, and we've got a double team on the other receiver, which means nobody in zone, and we've got a long gain on the pass. Diggs brings it in for 30. That one was on the 0-man column, but guess what? That long gain was brought not by the 0-man column. It was a roll of 6, and our second time hitting that cross. This one was just a plus 30, so it definitely was not a very good roll on that long gain chart, but the Bills will take it. And at the 2-minute warning, Zach Zalesny and the Bills already up 14-0, are 1st and 10 in Chargers territory at the 37. And here comes the first down, pitch out, left side. James Cook goes to his wrong column, and he gets 6 yards. Bills in danger of really putting the pressure on Los Angeles here. As a minute 30 on the clock, they're letting it run, making sure that whether it's touchdown or field goal, that they get the final say on who scores here before halftime. Then again, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see another long pass, as we've seen many of them so far. Here's a flat pass, left side, Dalton Kincaid, tight end. And that one is going to be caught, 0-man column, and that's going to be big run down inside the 10, but there's a penalty, but it is against the defense, and it is declined. So a 23-yard hookup, flat pass, left side, Josh Allen to Dalton Kincaid. And it's 1st and goal, Buffalo, at the 8-yard line. Chargers may still have time on the clock and try to get back if they score quickly here. Back to pass. Josh Allen looks short. Defense looking pass. This one's going to the main man, Stephon Diggs. He's got a defender roll, and Diggs beats his man. And he's in for the touchdown, but there's a penalty, and that is going to be taken off the board. Holding against the Bills. Nice break for the Chargers, and it's 1st and goal now at the 18 for Buffalo. Sneak peek into the Miami-Dallas game. Miami at home, now across midfield, driving on Dallas, 9:18 to go, first quarter, down 7-0. Bills are in the base blocking back set, but the Chargers on 1st and goal at the 18 will stay in the nickel. But it is indeed a run right up the middle. James Cook. White die takes us to Cook's card, and he gets just one, +1 on the play. And folks, we have an injury on the offense on 222s. And guess who? It is none other than Gabe Davis. And Gabe is going to miss the rest of the game here. So the Bills already without Greg Rousseau, a nice blitzer, and Dawson Knox coming into the game, are also without Gabe Davis now. 2nd and goal at the 17. Dawson Knox, by the way, a 7-rated pass blocker in the backfield. He could totally have wiped away Khalil Mack. Back to pass, looking short, and it's good. Catch is made. Josh Allen hits James Cook. 12 yards. It's not enough after that holding penalty, but it does set up a manageable 3rd and goal at the 5. So big play coming up here. Exactly 60 seconds left to go here in the first half. Bills already up 14-0. Buffalo is 3 of 5 on 3rd down conversions in this game. Chargers defensively showing blitz out of the nickel here. And indeed, it's a run up the middle. James Cook, I was just thinking he might just run this. 2 linebackers in the zone, though, and it goes to the defensive card for a stuff of just 1 yard. And that's 4th and goal at the 4. And I believe we're going to have to see Tyler Bass. You never know. Coaches tend to be just a couple of ticks more aggressive in the USFFL than they are in the NFL. And indeed, Zach Zales, double Z, steps up for us right on cue, and he's going to go for it. So a big gamble here for the Chargers, or I should say for the Bills, a big opportunity for the Chargers to keep this a 2-score game. 52 seconds left in the half. 14-0 Buffalo. Their 4th and goal at the 4. Blocking back set. You've got James Cook, your tailback. 3-4 blitz from the defense. Here comes the play call. He might have run on 3rd down, but I don't think Zales is going to run. He's going to have to throw this. Maybe you could do an end run Josh Allen. We haven't seen that yet. How's his card looking? I'm just now wondering for something along those lines. I saw it earlier this year. Probably tried to wipe that away. Here's an end run. James Cook. Defense look pass. Cook going to the edge. He needs 4 for the touchdown on the defensive card. Linebacker in zone, and the Chargers step up big defensively. Joey Bosa sets the edge and stuffs the play, and the Chargers with 45 seconds left over keep this a 14-0 game with a big stuff, and they take over. Injury on the play to Morgan Fox of Buffalo. Remember when I said the backup defensive came in, but he's a better blitzer? Well, that better blitzer is now injured too, and that defensive end is going to be 0-0 for the remainder of the game. So the Chargers just 1 timeout remaining, down 14-0 and at their own 4-yard line. I expect them to probably play for 1 first down and try to bleed this clock and get off the field. I imagine Buffalo will be using timeouts until he gets that first down. Bills showing blitz out of the 4-3 defensively. Chargers got 2 tight ends on the field. I don't know if I'd want to throw if I'm the Chargers. One mistake here, you turn a 14-0 game into 16-0. Flat pass to the right side. Keenan Allen's got the catch. And first down yardage out across the 15 and tackled at the 17-yard line by Micah Hyde. So, move the sticks. We'll see if anybody's interested in stopping the clock here. It will not surprise me if they are not. Update from Miami. Dolphins have tied the game up 7-7. Raheem Mostert on an 8-yard touchdown reception from Tua Tagovailoa. 6 minutes left first quarter in Miami. They're all tied up 7-7. And it looks like the Chargers did indeed take their final timeout, stopping it at 37 seconds left in the first half. So that's at least a signal they're looking to potentially be somewhat aggressive to try to get in field goal range here. Bill's still showing 4-3 blitz, so that's interesting. I would think you would throw short into that, try to get that cross, what we've already seen twice today, but it's a pitch out. And a 2-yard loss there by Eckler. He does not get out of bounds. 2nd and 12 at the 15, and maybe now we'll see the clock wind. All right, looks like we have 15 seconds left. I believe that was a hurry up here by the Chargers. And on 2nd and 12 from the 15, they're going to go again. 4-3, this time no blitz is shown. Deep pass, receiver doubled and incomplete. Risky pass there by the Chargers, stops the clock with 8 seconds left. It's 3rd and 12. So we're about to get to halftime in that game. So I think we'll transition here and stay peeked in on Miami and Dallas. Come back and verify that halftime score there in a sec. Buffalo defensively committed a personal foul, and the Chargers are out to the 30, but with just 1 second left and no timeouts, let's stay here. So let's go ahead and we'll keep an eye, but your halftime score in Los Angeles, Chargers are losing at home 14-0. They are going to go 4 wide receivers here, so they'll go one more Hail Mary. Let's stick here, lest I come back and apologize that a score was done behind my back. Look in pass, Josh Palmer, empty zone. Safe call and a pick up a 9, but that's going to be the first half coming to a close. Chargers losing at home. Buffalo on top 14-0. We'll return here soon. Now in Miami. Tied at 7. Cowboys and Dolphins. Flat pass left side. Brandon Cooks. We got a yak opportunity for him and nothing doing. -2 on the play. Brandon Cooks. E-rated yak, so that's not how you want to come up on that flat pass. 3rd and 14 now for Dallas at their own 40. Cowboys 13-1, we mentioned on the season. Their defense has just been brutal. Scoring defense is the best in the NFL. 16.1 per game is all the Cowboys have allowed. Dak back to pass. Out of the shotgun. He's looking short. On 3rd and 14, he's targeting Jalen Tolbert. To the defensive car we go, and that pass is incomplete, almost. Intercepted out there. But it's 4th and 14, and Dallas will be forced to punt. Both teams with about 65, 75 yards so far in this game, tied at 7. So Miami now takes over after a short punt return by Braxton Berrios that gets them out to the 26-yard line. Here's a flat pass right side, double teamed and incomplete. Great call there by Coach Golden as he was double teaming the fullback, Alec Ingold. I don't know who sniffs that out, but he does. Of course, his brilliance is wasted on a defensive penalty as they were offsides. So 1st and 5 for Miami at their own 31. Dolphins coming into today have won 10 of their last 11 games. 1st and 5, back to pass, looking deep. Defense was keying on the running back, and incomplete. Great opportunity there for Tua. Long pass wrong, empty zone. And he rolls the interception split on his card. So a bad break there for Coach Talaria. 2nd and 5. I believe we are about 5 minutes away from Patriots and Broncos kicking off, and we will have another game to be looking at. For now, we'll stay here in Miami. 2nd and 5. Dolphins out of the shotgun. Back to pass, looking short. Forced to dump it off is Tua. And that pass is going to be picked off in the flat. Tua throws an interception into the flat. Rashaan Evans stepped in front of it, and he returns that interception inside the 25 to the 22-yard line of Miami. So a big pick there by the Dallas Cowboys. First turnover of the game. And they'll begin on the precipice of the red zone. And there's a first down run around the end, and Pollard brought down quickly. Bradley Chubb again. Chubb's third tackle. It's 2nd and 7 Dallas. They'll go with a nickel defense here. Actually, bump 1 second. It switched me to the wrong game. So we're still in Dallas, still with Dallas and Miami. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, looking short and incomplete as Dak Prescott rolled his interception split roll, but missed it. So 3rd and 11 at the Miami 23. Dallas, of course, blessed with the game's best kicker last year, 2 through 10, all the way out to the 43-yard line. So that's an amazing weapon. And among the benefits is that on this 3rd and 11 at Miami's 23, you don't have to fear that a blitz is going to make a field goal tougher, because quite simply it won't. Looks like both my games have maybe slowed, and that makes me wonder if I've lost their connection. All right. We're going to reopen them both. Better safe than sorry. Well, that one's not connecting. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Confirmation that there's a new game number. All right, so we are back, I believe, here indeed. All right, we are live again in Los Angeles. Bills up 14-0. Looks like we're opening drive of the second half, and Bills on the march again at the Los Angeles 25. Wow, Chargers opening drive of the second half, 3 plays in, got an interception, and that's how the Bills are already on the precipice of the red zone, up 14-0. Things going right now for Buffalo. We're going to switch and keep an eye as well on the other game. All right, maybe having trouble with that one. We'll see. So we'll stay on this for now. And we've got a big 3rd and 3. Early third quarter, Buffalo on the road up 14-0. Defense looks pass, it's end run. Josh Allen around the left side. He's got a first down. Pickup of 8. And the Bills are first and goal at the 10-yard line now. Back to pass on first down. Short pass, no good, incomplete. Tried to hit Stephon Diggs across the middle, couldn't get him. Second and goal at the 10. Josh Allen, 21 of 27, 244 yards passing and 2 touchdowns. We're just 4 minutes into the second half. There's a hitch over the middle. Shakir, he's got the catch. And good space into the end zone. Touchdown, Bills. Kahil Shakir, a 10-yard touchdown pass and run from Josh Allen. And it's 21-0 Bills. Excuse me. So Josh Allen, 3 touchdown passes. As they're way out up on the Chargers on the road. Impressive. Wanted to look at the leaders here real quick. Josh Allen. Oh, come on. Why am I not seeing it? There it is. So Josh Allen comes into the week not just leading the league in passing. As I recall, he has quite a margin. And there's the new game number from Tony Telleria. I was kind of expecting that. So Josh Allen, 621 attempts is the most. Passing touchdowns. He came into the week with 43 passing touchdowns. That's 10 more than any other quarterback in the league. And he has 3 more in this game and has his team up 21-0 in a game he desperately needs to stay in that playoff hunt. Chargers 2nd and 12, flat pass to their tight end. And he's got a nice catch and run. And he's ahead for a first down, gain of 13. And another injury on the play to Buffalo. This one goes to Leonard Floyd. So Leonard Floyd is a 12 blitz star rating 2 defensive left end. So both starting defensive ends are out for Buffalo. Let's see how long he's out for, because that's going to be important as we look forward. Ooh, 2 more weeks. So the rest of the regular season for the best pass rusher Buffalo has to offer. That's a big injury, folks. Let's take a look. Buffalo closes out. That includes, they close out with the two teams on their schedule they desperately need to beat, New England and Miami. And they'll do it without their best pass rusher. Survive the gauntlet, make the playoffs. He'll be back for the playoffs, though. Good news, bad news. 7-yard flat pass there to Josh Palmer, and it's 2nd and 3. Chargers now at their own 43. It occurs to me that both games gave us a new game number at exactly the same moment. Isn't it possible that many of our issues are just bad moments the Strat servers have? That's what I assume. Looks like that one's still struggling to connect. We'll see about that in a bit. 2nd and 10. Chargers now at the Buffalo 41, so they're on that side of the field. Here's a run up the middle. Austin Eckler, and he's going to get 6 yards. Makes it a very manageable 3rd and 4 at the 35. Down 21-0. There aren't many scenarios I could see Anthony Tangora settling for a field goal, so got to figure it's 4-down territory here. On 3rd and 4, he got 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs. Pitch out, left side, Eckler around the edge, and he's going to be dead ball as we have a penalty. Looks like he had room for the 1st down, but the offense moved too quickly, and all of a sudden it's 3rd and 9 for the Chargers. That'll put Buffalo's defense in the nickel. Herbert out of the shotgun. Boy, Austin Eckler on the day, just 8 carries, 27 yards, 3.4. It's not good. Back to pass. Herbert looks short. He's going to his tight end, but he's going to be forced to dump it off in the flat, and it's going to be caught in a nice run. Gain of 16 on the play and a 1st down. Josh Palmer, his 5th catch. 1st and 10 now at the 24-yard line of Buffalo. Deepest penetration of the day by the Chargers offense. 4-3 defense here from Buffalo. Safety up close, showing blitz. Activates that crosshair again. Seen that all game. 1st down, pitch out, left side, Josh Kelly. And that's going to be actually a dead ball foul. 5 yards against the offense once again. 1st and 15. Chargers from the Buffalo 29. Just the 2nd penalty accepted against the Chargers in this game. 5 for 50 yards against Buffalo. Once again, the safety up close, showing blitz. Flat pass, right side, Keenan Allen. He's got it, but just 5 yards on the play. So he'll get the penalty yards back. And it's 2nd and 10 at the Buffalo 24. Quentin Johnson in the slot, 3 wide receivers. Flat pass to Keenan Allen again. He's got the catch. Good yardage inside the 10 and brought down at the 8. Jordan Poyer pushes him out of bounds at the 8-yard line, but not until a 16-yard catch and run. And it's 1st and goal, Los Angeles. Get the touchdown here. Cut it to a 2-score game. definitely not over. Stranger things have happened to all of us if you've been in the league long enough. 4-3 blitz again here from Buffalo. New England and Denver are underway. We'll be back with them. First and goal, pitch out, and Josh Kelly toward the goal line and brought down at the 1. Ed Oliver drags him down just short of the goal line. It's second and goal. Chargers desperately trying to get on the board here. They're coming out in a 3 running back, 2 tight end set. The keys on the quarterback, back to pass, short, touchdown, Gerald Everett. Herbert to his tight end, Gerald Everett. Out of that heavy set. Good call on the offense. Extra point is up and good from Dicker, the kicker. And with 5:06 remaining in the third quarter, Chargers are on the board, but they still trail at home to Buffalo, 21-7. New England, Denver's underway. But I think we need to keep an eye on that Dallas-Miami game. I'd like to at least see if that game's working one more time. It appears that game is coming up, so we'll look at that in just a second here. Ooh. 27-yard pass on receiver right column for Stephon Diggs. And now a slant to Dalton Kincaid, and he's got the catch in good space over the middle. Dalton Kincaid inside the 20, inside the 10, and all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo. Just as quickly as the Chargers got on the board, the Buffalo Bills go 2 plays, 60 yards, and a touchdown. 48-yard touchdown pass from Josh Allen to Dalton Kincaid. The Bills are up 28-7. That's a backbreaker for Los Angeles. Josh Allen now 24 of 30 for 329 yards and 4 touchdowns. We are not out of the third quarter yet. So we'll keep an eye on this one. Buffalo seems to have that one in hand. Returning now to Miami, where Dallas has scored 10 points while we were away and is now up 17-7 on the home team. So the home team's taken a beating so far tonight. Dallas scored, as a matter of fact, on a pick 6 from Malik Hooker. To make it 17-7. There's a run up the middle. Jeff Wilson goes for 13. Miami now across midfield into Dallas territory at the 49. Dolphins, as we mentioned previously, tied atop the AFC, as you see here, in the playoff setup for that number 1 seed. A win tonight for Miami, and I think they clinched the division. We'd have to double check that. I believe that's what our statisticians came up with. 2nd and 5 as Miami gets a short run from Jeff Wilson. It was actually plus 14 without containment, but Wilson is stopped short at 2nd and 5 now at the Dallas 44. Early moments of the second quarter in Miami. This game will move at a slower pace. Coach Talaria, always happy to acknowledge, he will move the game a little slower. And we always say that's just fine. We want to be able to respect that when coaches need that. For those that can keep it moving, want to keep it moving, please do, because that actually is the majority opinion. But we want to be respectful of all play styles here. 2nd and 5, flat pass right side. This one's going to Braxton Berrios. And on the defensive card, and that's going to be incomplete. Actually, an interception split opportunity. Tua kept it safe, and it's 3rd down and 5. So big play here. Miami down by 10, needs this 3rd down conversion in Dallas territory. Miami's converted their only other 3rd down attempt in this game. They'll split out 4 wide receivers. 2 in the shotgun. He's got Devon A-Chain beside him. Coach Golden has Dallas defense in a nickel. And here's a hitch over the middle. That's going to target a 0-rated linebacker. This one is going to Jalen Waddle. Safety had double-teamed the tailback. Waddle gets a receiver result, makes the catch, plows ahead, and gets a 1st down. Needed 5, got 6, moved the sticks. And the Dolphins now inside the 40, 1st and 10 at the Dallas 38. Dolphins' fringe field goal range began at the 40, so they're already there, and it's 2 through 8. So both teams with a good kicker. 1st and 10, screen pass, right side. That is a doubled zone, but it goes to the offensive card, and Tua completes it for 4 to his tailback, Jeff Wilson. Second down and 6. Dallas safety up close, showing blitz. Back to pass, Tua, looking deep. This one's going to Jalen Waddle. They call pass, but there's nobody in that zone deep. Quarterback, though, forced to flush, and he's going to be dumping it off. This one's going to Tyreek Hill in the flat. Hill's got the catch. And good space over the middle. Gain of 13 and a 1st down. 6 on the white die. Sent that to the 0-man flat column defensively. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd catch of this game. And the Dolphins 1st and 10 at the 21 now. Three wide receivers now split out for Tua. He's out of the shotgun. Defense in a 4-2-5, and the safety showing blitz. 1st down draw, run up the middle, Jeff Wilson. And Wilson goes to the defensive card and gets a good split roll. 1st down inside the 10 and brought down at the 6. Wilson with a gain of 15 on the play. That one on the defensive card. And it's 1st and goal, Miami. Dallas defense rated average against the run. But on that 4 roll, found the split roll, and Wilson now has the Dolphins on the verge. Full house set. Tua will operate out of the shotgun. Safety Hooker creeps up close again to show blitz. Cowboys crash run, but it's pass. Into the end zone it goes, and it's caught. Touchdown, Devon A-Chain. Tua Tagovailoa to his tailback A-Chain for a 6-yard touchdown strike, his 2nd touchdown pass of the game. Extra point is good, but there is a penalty. And Dallas ran into the kicker. I'm going to assume they'll take that on the kickoff. And they will. 9:36 to go. 2nd quarter in Miami. Dallas lead cut now to 3 points. It's 17-14 Cowboys. Chargers driving again. In now down to the 21-yard line. 3rd and 5. Thinking we might have just missed a turnover in that game. Because that was quick. I just saw Buffalo had the ball a little bit ago. And indeed, Josh Allen does have an interception. So Chargers, with about a quarter to go, down 21 on the drive again here. Flat pass goes for 3, and it's going to be 4th and 2. And you know Tangora is going to have to go for this. And yes, if you can get this touchdown and be down 14 with over 13 minutes to go, game's still alive, but it all starts getting this conversion. New England, Denver is already underway. We'll be out there momentarily. For now, we're going to check out this big 4th and 2. 3 wide receivers on the field for the Chargers. 2 running backs, though, so still a run set. Bills 4-3 blitz. Safeties very active in tonight's action. Back to pass, looking over the middle, and he's going to be sacked. Sacked on the play. A.J. Epinesa says, I don't care how many defensive ends are hurt. I'm here to make noise, and he gets the sack. And it's a turnover on downs. Buffalo already up 21 points. Takes over. 1st and 10 at their own 22 with just over 13 minutes to go. Now back in Miami. Dallas with the ball, driving at their own 40. Actually, just shy of the 40 at the 38. Let's go ahead and take our first look at New England, Denver. And here we are live. 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Still scoreless here in Denver. Patriots with the ball, and Mac Jones, a flat pass goes for 1st down. Gain of 10 to his tailback, Ramondre Stevenson. New England Patriots, coached by Dennis Young. They come into the game 8-6, tied with Buffalo for 2nd place in the AFC. As you can see, though, Dolphins are 11-3. Buffalo, with just 3 games left, can only win the division with 3 wins and 3 Dolphins losses. So they're pretty much fighting for a wild card, but as of coming into this week, they're not actually not actually a wild card team based on tiebreak. Neither, it turns out, are the Patriots. Both of those teams in action right now. Well, you have to look at this, and right now in action, we've got tonight all 3 of these teams right here, as well as the Dolphins right here, as well as the Patriots, Bills, and Broncos right here. Just an amazing playoff slate here, or playoff relevant slate to keep our eyes on. Patriots 3rd and 5 now at the Denver 21. Back to pass out of the shotgun. Mac Jones looking short, and Devontae Parker has it. 1st down yardage brought down at the 10. Jaquan McMillan on the tackle for the Broncos, but it's 1st and goal for the Patriots. I mentioned the Patriots are coached by Dennis Young. They're 8-6. The Broncos are 7-7. They're coached by David Kukafka. Off tackle run, Zeke Elliott, and he's going to get 3 yards. 2nd and goal at the 7 now for New England. David Kukafka's Broncos are 7-7. They are 1 game behind the 8-6 Chargers and 8-6, actually now 9-6 Chiefs in the division. Flat pass, Hunter Henry, and incomplete. I said flat. It's actually a short pass, and it was an interception split roll. And lucky for the Patriots, it was missed on the defensive card. So 3rd and goal, Patriots at the 7. Bad news for the Broncos. They've not won a division game yet. They'll lose all the tiebreakers. And so they really need to get every win possible to have any chance. They want to get to 10-7. 3rd and goal at the 7. Back to pass. Short and no good. Incomplete. Mac Jones trying to hit Kendrick Bourne. Couldn't do it. And on comes the field goal kicker, Chad Ryland. 24-yard field goal attempt is up, and he has shanked it to the left. 2 through 11, that field goal was good. And Chad Ryland choked it away. The game remains scoreless here. New England and Denver knotted up 0-0. Just over 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Broncos take over now at their own 20. Dolphins still trailing at home 17-14, just started a possession deep in their end after a Dallas punt. So they hold just in time, and now are 2nd and 10 at their own 10. 6 minutes left before halftime. They still trail 17-14. Chargers still trailing 28-7. So we're back out to New England, Denver. Broncos now 2nd and 1 at their own 29. Russ Wilson just gained 9 on a must run to set that up. Patriots look pass. It's off tackle run, and that's going to be a first down. Jaleel McLaughlin goes for 4 yards, beating the linebacker with a 6 on the white die. Jawan Bentley could not make the stop. Broncos out of a 2 tight end set. Back to pass. Russ Wilson looks short, forced to run, scrambles right side, and he's going to be brought down after a 4-yard gain, but flag goes down. A little bit too much aggression by the defense. Patriots get flagged. It's 15-yard mark off, and that'll put the Broncos over midfield. Now 1st and 10 at the New England 48-yard line. Fast-moving game. First down screen pass, Jaleel McLaughlin. Defense looking run. Good opportunity. Yak here for McLaughlin. And a pretty good roll. First down yardage across the 40 and not tackled until the 37. Mills on the tackle. The Broncos on the move. Three of their 5 first downs are on this drive. And they're 1st and 10 at the 37. Russ Wilson back to pass. Looking short. This one's going to Jerry Jeudy. Catch made. First down yardage. Brought down at the 26 by Jabril Peppers. That's the end of the first quarter here in Denver. Broncos country. Hosting the Patriots. No score. And the Chargers just got a 59-yard touchdown strike. Justin Herbert to Keenan Allen. That's halfway through the fourth quarter, 7:30 to go. Chargers still trail Buffalo by 14 points. So a lot of work to go, but they're still hanging on. Big play. Dallas, Miami. Putting it back to Dallas, who now has it at the 4:30 mark before halftime with a 3-point lead, 17-14, driving at their own 40. New England, Denver, still scoreless. There's a flat pass. Mac Jones gets Ramondre Stevenson, and the tailback is good for a gain of 8. 2nd down and 2. Early second quarter, these teams have moved the ball a little bit. 146 yards of offense combined, 11 first downs, but nobody on the scoreboard yet. Back to pass, Mac Jones looks short, and that's no good. Tried to get his tight end, Hunter Henry. Failed on his own right column, so 3rd and 2 Patriots at their own 28. Pats like to run Ramondre Stevenson on his right column. It's a pretty good-looking card. A look I scouted before playing him recently, and indeed, run up the middle. Ramondre Stevenson, and that's good for a gain of 6. Guard Cole Strange plows the road, moves the sticks. Patriots out to the 34. We'll come back in a bit, pick up that drive. Let's take a look at the Cowboys. They just had a penalty. They're 2nd and 15 at their own 35-yard line. Back to pass, Dak Prescott. Looks short. Just looking for CeeDee Lamb, but he's forced to dump it off. Tailback, Tony Pollard. Yak opportunity for him, and Pollard, good for 6. And that'll make it a much more manageable 3rd down and 9 for Dallas at their own 41. Dallas on the day just 1 of 4 on 3rd down opportunities. They'll split out 4 wide receivers. Prescott in the shotgun. Deep dime here from the Dolphins. And Coach Toleria's got his safety up close showing blitz. Dallas still holding on by 3 points just before halftime. So a big play, back to pass. Dak looking short from the shotgun. He's targeting Brandon Cooks, and Dak on his own court is forced to scramble. Round the left side he goes, and he's going to come up short. Got 6, needed 9. 4th and 3, Dallas at their own 47-yard line. And with 3 minutes to go before halftime, they'll be conservative and punt it back to the Dolphins. Brian Anger angles a coffin corner punt. Looks pretty good, and it goes out at the 8. So with 2:42 to go, Dolphins take over possession. 1st and 10 at their 8. Just before halftime, they trail 17-14. Checking in now with the Buffalo-Los Angeles game. Chargers have the ball back. Bills did not score, so 5:06 remaining. Chargers got the ball back, making a play. We'll stay here till we get kind of some resolution here. Bills went 4 plays and out after 1 first down on their last drive, giving the Chargers another shot. Chargers still have all 3 timeouts. They need 2 touchdowns to tie from their own 29-yard line. First down draw up the middle and just a gain of 2. I said first down, but I'm seeing 4th down on the scoreboard, so I missed that somehow. 4th and 10, Chargers at their own 31. 4:30 to go. You got to go, and they do indeed. So you got to know he's throwing short, or you would think so. 3-2-6 dime here from the Bills. Herbert out of a shotgun. He's got Eckler beside him. He is a rated yak if a dump-off should occur. Herbert back to pass, looking short. Donald Parham, no good, incomplete, but a penalty. And it is pass interference against Buffalo. So the drive moves on. Penalty yardage marked off right to midfield at the 50-yard line now for Los Angeles. 4:12 remains. If the Chargers can get in the end zone on this drive, things can get interesting. First down pitch out, right side, Austin Eckler, and he's good for just 2. There is a penalty, though, but it is against the defense. So another break stops the clock. 3:54. 1st and 5 now for the Chargers. They need 2 touchdowns. They'll have the added advantage of knowing that they've got 4 downs on every series. As field goal is just not an option. 1st and 5, button hook over the middle to the tailback Eckler. Yak opportunity for him. Real good opportunity, and Eckler's got the catch and a first down inside the 35. Actually brought down right at the 35, gain of 10. But that'll move the sticks. Clock winds down to 3:18 remaining in this game. Chargers need 2 touchdowns, so they need to score and need to leave as much time and timeouts as they can. I'd focus on the timeouts. You're nothing without them. Save them. Everybody has their own philosophies on that, of course. Herbert back to pass. He's looking deep. This one going to Donald Parham. Man in zone, but it's going to be a dump off. So he's forced to scramble, dumps it off to Palmer, and Palmer in the flat has the catch. And he's got yardage, and he's going to get a first down. And he's out of bounds as well. So pretty good work on that dump off, 10 yards, and he's out of bounds, stopping the clock, 3 minutes to go. Chargers now from the Buffalo 25-yard line. Back to pass, looking deep, and it's going to be incomplete. He was looking long for his tight end Parham. Couldn't find it on his card, 2nd and 10. Broncos now into the red zone, by the way. Still scoreless at home. They're 2nd and 5 at the New England 15-yard line. And on 2nd and 10, here's a screen pass right side to the tailback, Eckler. He's got the catch. He's inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. That's a gain of 8. Stops the clock. 2:24 to go. 3rd and 2 now. Chargers at the 17-yard line. So free safety for Buffalo now will be free. No deep responsibilities for Micah Hyde. Justin Herbert, 28 of 41 in the game, 274 yards. 3rd and 2, it's a pitch out. Austin Eckler around the edge, and the linebackers got him for a big loss. 7-yard loss on the play, and a 3rd and 2 for Los Angeles suddenly becomes 4th and 9. A.J. Epinesa, who earlier had a sack with another huge tackle for loss. And that gets us to the 2-minute warning here in Los Angeles. Chargers facing a 4th and 9. Down 2 touchdowns. And here we go. Justin Herbert out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers. Parham, the tight end, in there as well. Bills defense in the nickel. First play out of the 2-minute warning, and the Chargers need a first down here to reasonably extend this game. Back to pass, looking short. He's doubled and incomplete. Good call there by the coach. Micah Hyde was all over Keenan Allen on that 3rd down. The roll of 6 on the defensive card would have been incomplete even with 3 men in the zone. So bad roll nonetheless. Bills take over. They have a 2-touchdown lead. They have possession with 1:52 to go. And that's probably going to be a Buffalo victory. We'll keep an eye on that one. And we had something that prevented the Broncos from scoring. It's still scoreless, and the Patriots have the ball here. And Mac Jones with a 9-yard flat pass gives New England a 2nd and 1 at their own 39. Let's maybe back up and see what happened on that last drive. Another interception for Russ Wilson. Wow. Russ Wilson had a drive with 4 first downs, ended in an interception. And then a drive with 3 first downs, and that ended in interception. Both of those inside the New England 30. So a couple of interceptions for the Patriots inside their own 30 have kept this game scoreless. Checking in on Dallas, Miami. 17-14. Dallas still on top. Miami the ball. 3rd and 12 at their own 39. 52 seconds left. We head back out to Denver. Broncos on defense here. 3rd and 5. Patriots from their own 35. Jones out of the shotgun. And Mac Jones back to pass. Looks short. Forced to run with it. Scrambles around the left side. And he's got just enough for a first down, but a penalty on the play. And, of course, holding's going to wipe away that nice first down run by the quarterback. And so that'll put the Patriots out of 3rd and 15 at their own 25. Defensive struggle here in Denver between the Pats and the Broncos. And the Chargers have a touchdown. My word, what happened? Darius Davis of the Chargers had a 75-yard punt return for a touchdown, and the Chargers are now down 28-20. They did go for 2 and failed. Here comes the onside kick. No good. Chargers had burned all 3 timeouts, so they really needed that onside kick. Wow. And for Darius Davis, oh, by the way, not that it'll matter to the Chargers if they lose, but for Darius Davis, that now becomes his 5th punt return touchdown of the season. Again, that's 5 punt return touchdowns on the year for Darius Davis. But the onside kick is going to get the Chargers out of here with, unfortunately, a loss. Bills are victorious on the road. Buffalo improves to 9-6 on the season. Chargers fall to 8-7. Final score, Bills 28. And the Chargers 20. We will close that game and leave our only other 2 here. We'll get out there and check on the coaches for a little post-game wrap-up. Still scoreless here. New England, Denver 0-0. We're at the 2-minute warning first half. And the Patriots are 1st and 10 at the Denver 25, so they're looking to put points on the board and break this scoreless deadlock. As we welcome Anthony Taylor to the broadcast. Anthony, my friend, how are we doing tonight, buddy?
Good, Tim. How are you?
I'm all right, man. Congratulations on a good effort, but unfortunately, the onside kick just didn't quite get it done for you, huh?
Yeah, well, hey, the game was lost a lot earlier than that, but it's the way it goes sometimes. It was got a lot of good injuries that worked in my favor, but
yes, there were. And I saw that they lost their main blitzer too.
Yeah, and I lost a bunch of guys too. I probably lost enough guys that coach of years where it's going to be at for the Chargers, but can't sustain a lot of those injuries. But the
Buffalo's a tough team, buddy.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was kind of a blessing in disguise. It turned out for him because I couldn't hit a sack. I mean, on the first drive, it was 39 versus 41, 52 versus 59, 9 versus 15. I couldn't hit any of those, and there's no points on that drive. Any of them. I think 2 or 3 of those came on 3rd down.
Yeah.
So I had to hit him at that point. I just wasn't hitting him. And then, still wasn't out of it because
and you also had in the first quarter, you had some opportunities that could have gone better for you. Like one example, first quarter alone, you had 3 successful double teams on Gabe Davis when he was being targeted. And any one of those could have ended up in an interception, but they didn't. You were all over Gabe Davis early, and then he got hurt and was kind of never heard from again. He did get that 1 touchdown grab, though.
He did. I couldn't stop the six roll today. I think he had 100 yards off the 6 roll. On dump offs, even many double teamed. Plus 23, I think, came up 4 times.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I do remember at least a couple of those.
Yeah, I mean, when you're sort of outmanned, that you are in this case, you got to get those to fall. You got to get those to be Allen's card interception. I mean, I needed 2 or 3 picks from Allen. I needed a couple sacks, right? Instead, I got a flat pass interception on Herbert's card, right? 2 and 3, and I think that's what sealed the game. That. Because I still wasn't out of it, made that 4th down stop at the end of the half.
Yeah, the big back breaker I thought was down 21-0. You've got some weapons. I still had some belief.
Yeah.
But you get that touchdown. You work so hard to make it 21-7, and then he comes down in 2 plays.
Oh, that was.
And immediately puts it right back on you.
Yeah, I mean, and the first play was right where you want it. It was Stephon Diggs, long pass, everybody blitzing, plenty of big numbers there, against a 5 with a 6 deep. So I mean, that's what you want, right? I mean, you want that. That's what you play for. It's as good as you're going to get, pretty much. I mean, obviously you could double team, you could have 2 minutes, etc. But that's situationally that's a good spot to be, especially with Allen's interception on his card, right? So deep. And get
the numbers better than I do, but I have to believe that he throws long as much as any coach in the league.
Yeah, he's number 1, 13%.
Yeah, that's what I figured. He's very aggressive, and makes you keep your safety at home a lot of the time. Oh wait, he just said he's in the broadcast. We're sitting here talking about him. Why wouldn't we just talk with him? We would welcome Zach to the broadcast. Zach, congratulations! Talk about your victory, my man.
Thanks, guys. Yeah. Pretty solid first half for me. I mean, mostly the defense. I just came into the game knowing a little of what he was going to throw at me, but I just kind of played my standard defense to see what I was going to get. And he couldn't really get anything on me. So that little bit of luck, but, I
had no trouble getting to your 40-yard line. I would go from the 15 to your 40 without issue. And then all of a sudden, flat pass gets wrong and complete. Line buck, nobody home with short gains. Miss. The 40-yard line was just a disaster area.
Yeah, no kidding. And some 50-50 calls from you too. Like, those short passes or not the short passes, but the flat passes could have gone either way. But I thought I played pretty well. I mean, I just heard you guys talking about, some of those long passes could easily be picks, but I missed them all early anyway. Actually, I was hitting really everything else. I was surprised that he kept giving me the 3-man short pass to my tight ends, because that 3-man card was pretty good for me. But yeah, I almost threw it there at the end.
Things can happen. You never know.
That punt return.
I have the updated standings showing here. So obviously that puts the Bills at 9-6. And technically a wild card. We're still waiting on Patriots and Broncos. Just to update you, Zach, in case you have been busy the last hour and weren't paying attention. Just before halftime, the Patriots finally broke a 0-0 tie. With 22 seconds left, a touchdown pass from Mac Jones to Hunter Henry. Patriots are up at halftime, 7-0.
And Zach, you're going to get 3 men in zone pretty much all the time. You're 31st in the league in short pass to long pass ratio. So you've earned 3 men in zone anytime you want it. People will give that to you. because of that tendency, so you should take advantage when you can. But yeah, I'm not going to move my 6 up into the short pass zone, which eliminates the 6. So the 6 doesn't matter anymore. Right. And you basically wipe out. You may as well have a 0. Against the team that's 31st in the league throwing short passes. So you're gonna have that, and from my perspective too, especially with the Knox injury, it's like, well, okay, throw short. I got a great chance of a sack. Not great chance, but a decent chance. Neither of us could really hit on sacks tonight. You had good chances too that you were whiffing on.
I know that was a big thing. I got lucky. Khalil Mack couldn't find anything, just the 1 sack.
Yeah, and your flat pass sack on a 17% on 4th down was.
I know.
That was brutal.
At that point, I had none. And a flat pass 17% hits on a 4th down. That was just that was rough.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll get the short pass. The rest of the way.
I noticed you lost your best blitzer, Zach, in the game. Trying to remember, was that Rousseau? Not Rousseau. Leonard Floyd, right? So
that's right. And
Rousseau. Oh, go ahead.
Rousseau was injured coming into this game. He's my second best. So I had a good pass rush coming into the year, but it's been gone pretty much the last couple of weeks. So.
Yeah, the bad news is that your best blitzer went down and he's out. 12 star 2. He is out for the next 2 games. I got to looking at it during the broadcast. Well, I can't remember who does Zach play down the stretch. Turns out it's Miami and New England. So 2 teams you're definitely targeting, I guess. But so you'll be without him there. But the good news is you'll have your blitzer back, when the playoffs begin. So as long as you can make the field, you'll have them ready to go.
Yeah, I hope so. And then I had some big penalties too that almost cost me, but I did enough in the first half to.
Yeah. Sometimes you can. Yeah. That's the advantage of building a lead, is then you can sit on it. Like I said with my boring write-up last night, I won that game by getting a lead and then just kind of turtling up.
Yeah.
So it gives you the power to play a little more careful and conservative sometimes.
Well, I almost blew that, but
I needed to keep it close. It was tough. It was really tough to pass to come back on you that much. 14 was not insurmountable at all, but once the Herbert pick happened and was turned to 21, then it's tough, because to beat the Bills, you need to be able to establish your run game pretty strongly, keep it close. And if you keep it close, then you have options on offense because of the run D. But when you're sort of, obviously I didn't give up on the run. Great call by you on that third down and 2 or whatever with Eckler on the end run. They made it 4th and 9. But that the run D, as much as I tried to keep it in the game, it just didn't matter as much when you're trying to get 3 scores in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, I was surprised at Eckler's card, honestly. I thought it'd be a little better than it was in some spots, but
yeah, Kelly's card's actually better, for the most part, in terms of reliably getting yards. Eckler's
the yak guy, though.
Yeah, Eckler. Yeah, and that yak cost me, and that's I think at one point, I think I got a first down anyway on the next possession, but there was I don't know, what was it, Zach, like a 20-yard catch that was reduced to 7 or something.
That's right.
Because of Kelly being in there instead of back. But look, those are the choices you're going to have to make. It's a 5-win team. You're not going to have an array of great options. It's not, right?
You've done amazing with that team for sure.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. He's not easy to beat either.
I can tell more than I do. I won this game, but the things he's saying, I don't even know how to see those kind of stats. The long pass, short.
Yeah, pass. He's I don't know. I don't know how he pulls stuff up so quickly, but I think he just sleeps stats. I think that's all he does.
I respect that.
Yeah, it's 1.7.
Yeah. That's all you can do, man. All you can do is respect.
For every long pass you throw 1.7 short. Most people, I don't actually have the league average in front of me, but I don't know. Me, for example, I'm pretty damn low too. By the way, I'm at 2.1. But
I'll bet I'm 26. Low. The Chiefs' offense forces me to be pretty low on that.
Mm-hmm. Wait, say that again. For every long pass I throw, I what?
They're a 1.7 short. Which is a very tight ratio. I mean, most again, I don't have the league average in front of me, but it's probably around, I don't know, 2.5, something like that.
Updating, we have a 4-yard touchdown run by Jerome Ford of Cleveland. Browns and Texans are now tied up in the first quarter, 7-7.
I mean, New England, I'm just looking at your next opponents. New England's 4.2 on that stat. 4.2, so that's huge, right? And then Miami is a 2.9, just that's a. And that's not a good or bad thing. I mean, again, I think you've earned it, and that's a good. It's like you establish that tendency. People are going to guard against, your long pass. So you've sort of earned the ability to go 3-man pretty much whenever you want to go 3-man short.
Yeah, that's right. You throw along that much, and something I said before you came on the broadcast. It'll make you think twice about moving that safety around. You'll have to consider
the idea. And we'll see come playoff time if I'm in the playoffs, if I can take advantage of that. But also, at the end of the day, I'm just having fun.
Yeah, this has been a good time this year. I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm excited for my team next year. I've had a good offense this year, but I don't even know how. My team doesn't seem that good when I'm playing with them, but I've hit some big games. So
I have the Chiefs, and offensively, I think I'd switch with you. So
there's some surprising things, like the Josh Allen must-run card. I know it came up one time.
Yeah, just one, and it wasn't that big of a run either.
It's a terrible card. It's the worst must-run card of any quarterback, which seems like.
I bet that's not true. Probably the worst of his career is probably more accurate.
Well, I just mean of the ones I've seen. I mean, even Herbert tonight, his must-run card is better.
Yeah,
but.
But there's also how often you hit it. Like Russ Wilson, I mean, his card's pretty good, but he also has so many must runs that are appearing in that right column that it's a bigger impact.
Wilson's is you have to defend against that. I mean, Wilson's is to the point where you call run inside the 10 for must run avoidance. Inside the 10 because he's going to score. I mean, you better double. You better double correctly or guess run against that one. You don't have that fear against Allen. Last year, Zach, maybe or 2 years ago, as a policy, I guessed run against Allen because his short pass wrong was so bad, and he had his must runs.
That's right. And so his must run card was good.
Yeah, so there's no reason to guess pass inside the 10. Well, very little reason.
Quick interruption here. Run up the middle. Zeke Elliott goes for 12 and a score. Touchdown, Patriots. 9 minutes left in the third quarter. Pats up on the Broncos 14-0. Provided this extra point goes through from Chad Ryland. And it's been blocked. So I stand corrected. 13-0 after that blocked kick on the extra point. Patriots up 13-0.
You get to see the return, too. Isn't that nifty? Nothing.
It went nowhere.
That would have been fun.
I think it works okay as long as you stay on it and you're watching it.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Everything is sometimes with the software. Speaking of which, I thought it was interesting. We deal with these tech issues. Both your game and the Miami game dropped brand new game numbers at the same moment. I think maybe your tech issue was league game servers.
Yeah, crossed my mind too. Something went down in Stratland.
Speaking of Dolphins, they are now first and goal at the 5. They're trailing early third quarter against Dallas, 17-14.
What's this? What does this mean for me?
So you moved to 8-6. I'll pull this up. Let me just double check, make sure we don't get a touchdown here while I think about. Let me get back to. So here's your division. It should be popping up for you. So there's your division. You can see there you're 8-6. But if we go to this one right here, so you're at 9-6. You're technically, a wild card team. You were over here previously, which means if everybody won, you may not still be based on tiebreak. But at 9 wins, I know that, for example, the Titans can't get you, but you haven't. I'm 9-6 too. I haven't clutched anything that I've been able to prove, nor have you. There's too many teams locked up with 8 and 7 wins, but we both took a big step with victories this week for sure.
All right.
So I don't think you can win the division. What did I originally say on that? Because I think I said that you can. Let me take a look here. It says Bills can win the division with 3 wins and 3 losses by Dolphins. So if the Dolphins lose tonight and that keeps happening, you keep winning, they keep losing, you would win the division, it says, by virtue of your conference record being better than theirs.
Well, I'm not going to bank on that, but
so you're still alive for the division, but that's the only way it gets done. You get 3 wins, they get 3 losses. Outside of that, then if that doesn't happen, then you're looking at the chart, trying to keep your wins ahead of everybody you see in that area over here.
Yeah. All right.
So, but before you go, I certainly want to say, well done tonight. The Chiefs, thank you.
Yeah, I guess so.
So I didn't do you a favor against Miami, but I did beat New England the other week. Miami proved to be too tough. They're really on a roll, 10 of 11.
I know.
Let's see if they just took a lead. They did. Dolphins now up 21-17.
All right, guys. Well, good game.
Absolutely. Thanks for stopping in. We always love hearing from you, Zach. Congrats on the win, and maybe I'll see you in the postseason again this year and get another crack at your Bills.
We'll see. I'm won 5 in a row against you, so.
Yes, you have. That's why I'm looking forward to another opportunity, even though, I don't think I match up well with the Bills at all, but I don't mind. Let's take on the Giants. I'm ready to do it. So, anyway,
congrats on your W, Zach.
A little bit later, man.
Good job, buddy.
See you guys.
See you guys.
All right. That was Coach Zach Zalesny of the Bills and Coach Anthony Tangora of the Chargers. Final score there, 28-20. Bills win and advance to a 9-6 record. Dolphins on top now, 21-17. And they have the ball back already, 3rd and 10 at the Dallas 48. So that happened quickly. Did we get a turnover? Yeah, on the very first play. So Dolphins took the lead, and Dak Prescott threw an interception on the very first play. They've got the ball again in Dallas territory. 9 minutes left in the third quarter of that one. So plenty of time there. Houston still beating Cleveland 7-6. We'll come back to that one in a second to set that up. But we need to make sure we get the other game that appears to have dropped off our screen. Let's take a look. Okay. All right. I'm going to make sure we're at least keeping our eye on the game with the least amount of time left. Patriots are still on top in Denver, up 13-0. They're 1st and 10, flat pass to Mario Douglas, and that's a good catch and run. Gain of 30 yards on the play on 666s. To the 0-man column defensively on a flat pass. The Patriots are in scoring position again, already in field goal range of the 33. Late third quarter, 3:36 to go. Pats are 8-6 on the year. Broncos 7-7. And Zeke Elliott runs up the middle, just a gain of 3. 12 carries in the game at a 4 per carry clip. I just recognize that I'm on screen. That's unnecessary. All right, 6-yard run, Ramondre Stevenson. And a face mask on top of that. So, wow. Denver in trouble. Patriots up 13-0, and they're now 1st and 10 at the Denver 12. Kevin Harris off line buck for 5 yards. And it's 1st and goal at the 3. Patriots about to punch it in again. Here's a sneak. Quarterback Mac Jones right through the line and touchdown, New England. New England Patriots with their 3rd touchdown of this game in Denver. And they're putting it on the Broncos. Extra point by Rowland is good. There is a penalty. And for the 2nd time in the game, they ran into the kicker. I assume the Patriots will again take it on the kickoff. They do. The New England Patriots are up 20-0 on the Broncos. Late 3rd quarter. And so we've had 2 games tonight with the AFC East against the AFC West. And in both games, the AFC East team put up 3 touchdowns before the AFC West team even scored. Bills were up on the Chargers 21-0 and went on to win 28-20. Patriots now up 20-0 on Denver. First down pitch out, Jaleel McLaughlin, and he's got 4. 2nd and 5. I apologize, that's a 5-yard carry for McLaughlin. 2nd down and 5 at the Denver 30. And Wilson attempts a long pass. It's incomplete on the defensive card. But offsetting penalties wipes it away, so still 2nd and 5. Wilson back to pass again. Looking deep, and once again going deep. But he's forced to be flushed out. He's going to dump it off. This one's going into the flat to Johnson, and on his own card, he's got a good catch. That's 12 yards and a 1st down. Brandon Johnson on the catch. Kyle Duggar on the tackle. Broncos out to their 42. We'll take a break there and check in on Cleveland-Houston now. Give me a second. Been broadcasting a while. Got to get a cough drop. So enjoy the 4th and 4 punt here. And I should pick it up on the next possession. Bear with me. We're going to take about a 60-second break, and I will be right back with you. All right, we are back. And indeed, Cleveland 1st and 10. The drive is at their 23-yard line. And after the drive opened on a button hook pass to Jerome Ford out of the backfield for 12 yards. Browns are coached by Dan Marin. And the Houston Texans are coached by Rudy Gobin. This is his 2nd year with the Texans. And I believe Dan's 4th year-ish with the Browns. 1st and 10, square out goes to Cooper. Good catch and run, 13 yards. Move the sticks. Rudy Gobin has his Texans up 7-6, 8-minute mark of the second quarter. We'll take a look real quick here at the standings. Texans are 9-5. You can see them right here. But they trail the Jaguars in the division, so they're bound to be a wild card team, down by 2 games. Similarly, the Browns are 8-6, and one of our wild card contenders right now. So big game. One of 4 games being broadcast live tonight that are playoff impacting. 7-yard run. Pierre Strong makes it 2nd and 3. Strong is out. Ford is back in the lineup. Back to pass, flat to Cooper, and he's got it. 10-yard pickup across midfield now at the Houston 47-yard line. Here's a run at the middle, and that's going nowhere. Pierre Strong hits the 5 on his card. We all know that's going to go nowhere in all situations. So 2nd down and 10. Browns have outgained the Texans 144-75 in this game and 9 first downs to 6, but they trail 7-6 on the scoreboard thanks to a missed PAT. They've got a 2nd and 10 here. Here's a run up the middle, Nick Chubb, and Chubb's going to get 6 yards. That'll make it a much more manageable 3rd down and 4 at the Houston 41-yard line. Browns place kicker Riley Patterson. Field goal range for him at the fringes goes out to the 41 at a 2 9 and 12. So an exceptional long-distance kicker for the Browns. So we'll see. Might make you more willing to run for it. And he does. Off tackle. Left side, Pierre Strong, and he's going to lose a yard. 4th and 5 at the 42. So now you're 1 yard out of that field goal range. You could go for that variable, 2 through 9 and 12, or you can try to go for it 4th and 5. They trail by a point. 5 minutes left, second quarter, I'm sorry. He's going to go for the field goal. This is a 59-yard attempt, Riley Patterson, and he does not have enough on it. That field goal is missed. And the score remains 7-6 Houston. Cleveland missing an important field goal as the Texans will take over now at their own 49. Live update from Miami. They're still up on the Cowboys, 21-17. 2:06 remains, 3rd quarter. And they are again driving in Dallas territory. Need to get the game number for New England and Denver, as it appears that one has dropped on me. So bear with me a second while I find that. Well, C.J. Stroud of the Texans off to a slow start tonight. 3 of 11, 47 yards, and 1 interception. And the game is back up. And Broncos have gotten the touchdown on the board. Now 20-7, Patriots on top. And the Broncos do have the ball, albeit in their own territory. Back to pass. He is looking short and no good, incomplete. Marvin Mims could not find that catch on his card. And for the Broncos, that's going to set up a 3rd and 17 at their own 19. Mentioned earlier on the broadcast, Russ Williams very good with his must runs. He can get that 17-yard first down on 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it might make you tempted to throw. Here's a button hook pass, though. Incomplete. Russ Wilson couldn't hit it. 4th and 17, and the Broncos are going to have to punt. Just 9 minutes left in this game. Broncos trail by 13 points. So you hate to punt it, but 4th and 17 at your 19 leaves you no choice. Good punt, though. Riley Dixon, a 51-yard boot. And fair caught by Demario Douglas. Patriots will take over at their own 30. Now 8:42 remaining in that game and protecting a 2-score lead. Pat's trying to keep pace with the Bills, who already won tonight in Los Angeles, beating the Chargers 28-20. First down run off tackle, and Zeke Elliott's good for just 2 yards. Tackle Mike Gesicki failed to make the block. I'm sorry, the tight end, Gesicki, fails to make the block. 2nd and 8. They'll go with a 2 tight end set. And it's a pitch out. Ramondre Stevenson, and he's going to get just a yard. Good call by defensive coach David Kukafis, sniffing out that run. And it sets up a 3rd down and 7. Broncos desperately needed to get possession back, trailing by 13. The clock now works against them, 7:48 and counting. 3rd and 7. Defense looks past. It's a draw up the middle. Ramondre Stevenson, he's ahead, and he's got 7 yards. Just enough for the first down. Move the sticks. Center David Andrews plows the road, beating the 4 on the white die to spring that first down run. And it's a new set of downs for the Patriots. Two-minute warning in Houston. Browns still trailing 7-6. Five-yard penalty on the Pats offensively, 1st and 15. So that might help the Broncos get off the field here. Being 2 scores behind. Here's a look-in pass. Demario Douglas, man in zone. Pass caught and a 5-yard gain. So they're going to get the penalty yards back and nothing more. And that's going to make it 2nd down and 10. Pats again out in a 2 tight end set. Broncos in a 3-4. Pats have outgained them 348 to 223. They're up by 13 points. 2nd and 10 off tackle run. Zeke Elliott on his card and nothing doing. Quick tackle on the play. Zach Allen, just a gain of 1. That's going to set up 3rd down and 9 as the clock winds down. Under 6 minutes left in this game. Broncos running out of time. They need to stop here on this 3rd down play. Pats will split out 3 wide receivers. Devontae Parker's in the slot. Mac Jones out of the shotgun. Nickel blitz from the defense. Here comes a 3rd down play. It's a draw. He needs 9. Stevenson on his card gets just 2. Linebacker Josie Jewell on the tackle, and the Pats are going to be forced to punt from their own 43. 5:24 to go. Broncos, like the Chargers, need 2 scores, and they don't have a lot of time to do it. Chargers weren't able to get it done. They fell to the Patriots. Broncos get their shot now. Here's a punt return, and that's going to be out to the 24-yard line. Nice return there, Marvin Mims. And M&M has the Broncos out to the 24, 1st down and 10. Now in the 4th quarter in Miami, Dolphins still ahead of the Dallas Cowboys, 21-17. Cowboys, however, in Miami territory at the 34. First down play, Russell Wilson back to pass, and he's sacked on the play. Juwan Bentley with a sack. A loss of 9, and it's 2nd down and 19 for Denver. The mountain to climb just got bigger. 4.5 minutes remains. Wilson back to pass again, short. Catch made. Out of bounds, 10-yard pickup, and personal foul on the defense. And so that's going to get the Broncos out of that little quagmire they put themselves in with that sack. Penalty yardage will mark that all the way out to the 40-yard line and stop the clock. A win all around for the Broncos. They'll split out 4 wide receivers now. Coach Dennis Young has his Patriots in the nickel. Here comes a screen, left side, Samaje Perine, and incomplete. Perine rolled a 6 on the white die. That's almost always going to beat the linebacker. But Jelani Tavai, good enough to stand up to that one and break up the pass. 2nd down and 10. I know a lot about football, and I've not heard of Jelani Tavai, and he's a 6-rated linebacker. Makes a key play there for the Patriots. Russ Wilson back to pass again on 2nd and 10. Looking short, goes to Jerry Jeudy. Catch made, and he's out of bounds. 10-yard pickup, and another personal foul on the defense, roughing against the Patriots. So the Broncos getting aided by the Patriots making mistakes defensively. That'll be marked off all the way down to the 35-yard line. Clock ticks down to 3:36 left, so a field goal does them no good. Broncos still have all 3 timeouts. Back to pass Wilson. Looking deep. There's 2 men in zone. He is going for Marvin Mims on his own card, forced to scramble. Wilson around the left edge, inside the 30, 25, 20, and out of bounds at the 18-yard line. And another personal foul. The New England Patriots have committed their 3rd personal foul on this drive, and the Broncos are now all the way inside the 10. It's 1st and goal at the 9. 3:18 remaining, and the Patriots defense is really imploding here and getting the Broncos back in this game. Coach Kukafka is going to stay with 4 wide receivers. Nickel blitz here from the Patriots. Wilson back to pass, looks short, and he's doubled. He catches it anyway. Cortland Sutton posterizes the defense. Receiver double team column for Russell Wilson, and it did not matter. Good call there for the defensive coach, Dennis Young. But Russ Wilson, nonetheless, gets that touchdown pass to his A receiver. Extra point is up and good, and with 3 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter, it is now a 1-score game. Patriots 20, Broncos 14. So Broncos with 14 4th-quarter points have gotten back into this contest. Ensuing kickoff is a touchback, and the Patriots will take over at their 25-yard line. We'll keep here in Denver. We do have a field goal attempt coming just before halftime here in Houston. Let's take a look. Riley Patterson, this one is up, and this one is through. He missed one earlier, but he got that kick. And that puts Cleveland in front just before halftime, 9-7. Eleven-yard pass for the Patriots. Goes for a 1st down. And it's out to the 36. Clock runs down to 2:24. Broncos save their timeouts. 2 tight ends here for the Patriots. Broncos in a 3-4. Broncos look run back to pass again. Mac Jones short and no good. Trying to hit Mike Gesicki over the middle. Jones couldn't find him on his right column. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Clock stops at the 2:06 mark, so we're just before the 2-minute warning. That could open up a run play here on 2nd and 10 and give you a more manageable 3rd down. Coach Kukafka's been looking run defensively, though, so we'll see. He calls run indeed, but back to pass. Looking short, going to Devontae Parker, and again, incomplete. Mac Jones, one more time, cannot find it on his right column, and we've reached the 2-minute warning here in Denver, and a big 3rd down is pending. Patriots lead 20-14. They've got a 3rd and 10 at their own 36. Patriots on the day, solid on 3rd downs, 8 of 14. But this one's a long one, 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mac Jones. He's got Ramondre Stevenson behind him, and it's got draw to Stevenson, and the defense calls run. Great call by Coach Kukofka in the clutch. A big call to stop him defensively. And it's 4th and 7 after a 3-yard gain. The Patriots will have to punt. Broncos use their first of 3 timeouts. Clock stops at the 1:52 mark. Here comes Behringer out to punt, and it's a beaut. 55-yard punt going to be fielded way back at the 6-yard line by Marvin Mims. He's under it, and a fair catch there. So not very smart, as that fair catch gets the Broncos only a 6-yard line. They are 94 yards away from a winning touchdown, provided they could get the extra point. They've got 1:45 remaining on the clock and 2 timeouts in their pocket. They'll split out 4 wides. Watch out for Russ Wilson on the must-runs here. Back to pass, looking short. And that pass is completed. He's got Marvin Mims, first down yardage, and out of bounds as well at the 17-yard line. Correction. They're now marking him tackled inbounds, and a decision here for the Broncos. They'll stay in the hurry up. Clock runs down to 1:22 remaining. Still 4 wide receivers. It's Samaje Perine beside him in the backfield. Perine, A-rated yak out of the backfield, so very good on a dump-off situation. 3-2-6 dime shown here by Coach Young of the Patriots. And indeed, we have a screen to Perine out of the backfield. Empty zone, and that pass is caught. First down yardage and out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Gain of 13 for the tailback. That'll stop the clock at 1:15. And the Broncos now out of the shadow of their goal line and out to the 30-yard line. 75 seconds left for them to work with and 2 timeouts. They trail 20-14. Broncos at 7-7 need this to really stay in that playoff hunt. Back to pass. And looking deep, going to Jerry Jeudy, and that ball's incomplete. Coach Kukofka going for it all, went to the defensive card. Got a 6 on the white die that could have beat some defenders, but found an empty spot, and it's 2nd down and 10. Four wide, split out again. Wilson out of the shotgun. A quick button hook over the middle and incomplete. An injury on the play to safety Jabril Peppers. So 3rd down and 10 now for the Broncos. Jabril Peppers is a 5-rated safety, so that's a pretty big injury. On 3rd and 10, Russell Wilson back to pass, looking short. And Wilson has forced to dump it off in the flats. This one's going to Cortland Sutton. Sutton's not blessed with the best yak. It's a receiver result. Sutton's got the catch, and he's out of bounds, but only after a 6-yard gain, stopping the clock at 52 seconds. That's the good news. Bad news is Broncos now facing a 4th and 4 at their own 36. Patriots defense with an opportunity to put the nail in the coffin here, essentially. 4th and 4. Broncos split out 4 wide receivers. It's Javonte Williams in the backfield. Wilson back to pass. Looking short, throwing into the nickel to his Cortland Sutton, but he's going to be forced to scramble with it instead. Sutton around the left side. Good yardage. 1st down and more across midfield and finally tackled at the 47-yard line of New England. He did not get out of bounds, and I expect we're going to see the 2nd time out from Denver. A big 4th and 4 scramble from the quarterback. Gets the Broncos across midfield. Might he spike it? No, he did the hurry up. Clock runs all the way down to 30 seconds left in this game. They're at the 47-yard line of New England. A field goal does them no good. They've got 2 timeouts in 30 seconds. They split out 4 wide receivers. 47 yards, a long way to go. But those must runs can be deadly. Nickel defense shown here by the Patriots. Russell Wilson, 8 rushes, 91 yards rushing in this game. Back to pass, Wilson. He's looking deep, and he's forced to run again. Wilson goes around the right side this time. He's heading for the out-of-bounds marker, and he gets there. Gets out of bounds. Jalen Mills tried to keep him in bounds, but couldn't do it. Only a gain of 9. It's 2nd and 1 at the 38 of New England. 22 seconds remains. Broncos still 2 timeouts. Button hook over the middle, empty zone, catch made inside the 25, and actually tackled at the 25, and now he's got to call a timeout. So first down play, stops the clock, 15 seconds left. Broncos now have just 1 timeout left and 15 seconds. They're at the 25 of New England. Again, a field goal does them no good. There are a lot of ways they can get this done, and that would be a hell of a comeback here in the fourth quarter. Four wide receivers are splitting out here for Denver. Back to pass, a quick button hook over the middle, and that's the one zone that a linebacker stayed home. Nevertheless, it's caught, and a nice catch inside the 15 and tackled at the 11. Pirine gets the receiver wrong because his cover man was blitzing, and that put it in the wrong column and gave him a 14-yard completion. Timeout stops the clock. 8 seconds left. There's no timeouts left for Denver. 8 seconds. They have enough time for 2 plays. Short pass into the end zone could give them the win. An extra point would be the deciding factor. Out of the shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Patriots showing blitz out on the nickel. A sack would end the game. But at the 11, do you dare blitz? He might throw in that flat again. Back-to-back plays. They got it. Back to pass. He's looking short. He's going to the end zone to Cortland Sutton. And Sutton, incomplete. Pass interference, though, against the defense. And it's 1st and goal at the 1 for Denver. 1 second remains on the clock. Last play of the game. Broncos need a touchdown to tie it. The extra point could win it. 1st and goal at the 1. Full house formation. 3-4 set here from the Patriots. And if you're the Patriots, you've got to call run. Let him pass, I think. But is Denver expecting that? Defense calls run. Off tackle. Jaleel McLaughlin on his own card. Touchdown, Broncos. Double sixes on the dice. And it was a +8 reading. And the Broncos get the touchdown to tie this game up at 20 with zeros on the clock. We're waiting the extra point. Extra point is no good, only on double sixes. Patriots have the block on. It moves that block to 11. It is good, but there's a penalty. Hold on. Running into the kicker against New England, the Broncos will decline it. And that means the extra point will stand. And with 21 fourth quarter points, the Denver Broncos have come all the way from behind and have beaten the Patriots 21-20. Wow. Letting the coaches know they're free to join the broadcast if they like. What a finish. Wow. Let's take a look at our other 2 games that are still going. Fourth quarter, we got a big finish here too. Dallas is in Miami. They're trailing 28-24. 4.5 minutes remain. Dallas is 1st and 10 at the Miami 17-yard line. We'll get out to Cleveland, Houston in a minute. We need to see the end of this and keep an eye for the coaches for an amazing finish in Denver. What a comeback by the Broncos tonight. Dak Prescott back to pass, looks short, going to CeeDee Lamb, pass is caught, and first down inside the 5, brought down at the 2-yard line. First and goal, Cowboys at the 2. They trail by 4. Just over 4 minutes remains in this game. Cowboys come out in a full house set. Coach Joe Golden filling in tonight for Bruce Mogg. Cowboys 13-1. Dolphins 11-3. Inside run, Rico Dowdle, and he's brought down right away. Deshaun Hand on the tackle. Second and goal at the 2. Clock runs down to 3:36 remaining. As we do welcome Dennis Young to the broadcast. Dennis, how we doing tonight, buddy?
Shitty.
Yeah, I know. Rough loss. We're going to get into it, but hang on one second real quick. Second and goal at the 2 for the Cowboys, trying to take the lead here against the Dolphins with 3:36 remaining. A game that, comes from your division too.
For sure.
And another stuff defensively. David Long makes the play. Dak Prescott tried to sneak it, couldn't get in the end zone, and we've got third and goal at the 2 for Dallas. Dennis, tough loss tonight. Talk about.
No, we're not talking about anything, man. You got to stay on this one. Fourth
All right,
quarter,
buddy.
Stay on this.
You got it, buddy. You make that call. And the commission will deliver. Big third and goal at the 2. Cowboys. Out of the pro set. Pollard's at tailback. Dolphins lead by 4, so field goal would be an interesting decision. Dallas still has 3 timeouts, but I got to think if they don't lose yardage, they'll go for it here on 4th down. Wouldn't you think, Dennis?
Absolutely. 4-down territory, no doubt.
That's what I thought too. Then again, it's a substitute coach, Joe Golden, so you never know. But I think I know Joe to be pretty aggressive in these situations.
Should be a delay of game flag coming any second.
This game will move a little bit slower, so we'll check in real quick here. Cleveland at Houston. And Cleveland picked up another score and have opened up a 16-7 lead on the Texans. This is a big game for two teams destined to fall into that wild card race and going to need the tiebreaker that comes out of this contest. Well, we're still waiting on that third down play call. Formation set. No, we got a thing here. Let's see. Did we get a new game number? No, just making sure. Well, Dennis, as we don't even have user drop. So I'll keep an eye on that. No. Right now, we're okay to talk about what you probably don't want to talk about. This. What happened with the 21 points in the fourth quarter?
Oh,
the Broncos
man.
Came from behind and beat you.
20-0 lead heading into the fourth, and just totally slipped away. But there's a couple. You know how the dice are. Some nights I had my first drive. I got a 45-yard field goal that was taken off the board due to a penalty, so I had to end up punting that. So that was 3 points. I got down to the 7-yard line. I kicked a field goal and I rolled a 12 and missed it. His only miss.
Yeah, so I remember seeing that field goal miss. That was brutal.
That was brutal. That was 6 points, and then I missed an extra point. So right there, 7 points that were.
And the extra point in the end turned out to be the difference.
Absolutely. And one of the big numbers, if you look at it, were penalties. I had 14 penalties for 134 yards.
Well, and I know on the drive that mattered most, the game-winning drive for the Broncos, as I recall, you had 3 personal foul penalties that gave him 45 yards on that drive alone.
Yes, exactly. And that drive.
That's what shortened the field. Here he is. You managed to pin him down at the 6, but on that one drive, you did those 3 personal fouls, and that unfortunate dice reality just totally ruined the advantage of your coffin corner punt.
100%. But you know what? In the end, it's probably a good thing because this team is not a playoff team, and I would just get manhandled. The only offense I have is the defensive cards. That's how I feel going into this. It's like I need to roll on the defensive cards to get anything going.
Well, you do say that you don't see them as a playoff team, but I will say this. We are watching Browns and Texans live right now, and I would tell you that if the Browns were to lose this game, you would be part of a 4-team tie for the final playoff spot. So to say that you've been eliminated from the playoffs would be a gross exaggeration. You clearly have some work to do, though.
Yeah.
Talk about your remaining schedule coming up. Looks like you've got the Bills and then the Jets.
Yes, the Bills and the Jets. So should be interesting.
I can't share one bit of good news for Patriots Kingdom, and that is that in the Bills game tonight, they lost their best blitzer, Leonard Floyd, 12-star 2. And he will be out for the final 2 games of the season. He'll be back for the Bills if they make the playoffs.
That's a shame.
Yes, I know you're very disappointed, but I thought after you suffered such a disappointing fourth quarter loss, I know those are tough to take. You deserve a little good news, Dennis. So,
well, thank you.
Enjoy that injury while it's there for you.
I will. You go ahead and do those games. Do those other games tonight. I need to go drown my sorrows.
That sounds good. You tip that glass and tip one for me. Always appreciate you checking in, Dennis. You have a good night, okay?
You too. See you later. And congrats
to
that
was Dennis Young, coach of the Patriots.
Congrats to David.
Brave enough, bold enough to stop in after giving up 21 points in the fourth quarter and falling to the Broncos 21-20. And with that, let's take me back off the screen. Give you full screen football again, and looks like the Cleveland Browns have another touchdown. 8-yard touchdown run, Nick Chubb, and the Browns are starting to open up a lead here on the Texans. Extra point pending. It's 22-7. We need to look and see if we can't get out to Miami, though, because the Dolphins game, there we go, was coming down to the end. I got a sneaking suspicion that my friend Dennis is curious about this one. All right, let's see. All right, here we are. Dallas is up 31-28. That was after that touchdown. So Miami has the ball. They trail by 3 at home. 13-1 Dallas Cowboys. Coached by Bruce Mogg, but tonight we've got a sub in. Joe Golden's coaching, pinch hitting for Bruce. The Dolphins are coached by Tony Talaria. 2:06 remains. Dolphins down by 3. Dolphins are 11-3 on the year. They're fighting for the top seed as well. Blocking back set, A-Chain in the backfield on a 2nd and 6 play. Dallas will stay in the nickel defense. And if I was Miami, I'd run right at that. Back to pass, however. And Tua's looking for his tight end, Durham Smythe, and a receiver result. Smythe pulls it in. That's a first down. Miami out to their 40-yard line. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning here. Dolphins at home trail by 3. But they have the ball at the 40. 2 minutes and 3 timeouts in their pocket to try to make a difference. Meanwhile, we're almost to the fourth quarter in Houston, where the Cleveland Browns went for a 2-point conversion. Wait a second. I stand corrected. I think we had a sack and a safety. We did indeed. Nope, I stand corrected. It was a 2-point conversion. So Browns are now up by 17, 24-7. Final minute, third quarter. We'll keep an eye on that one, but let's get back to Miami, where they're facing a 2nd and 5 at their own 45. Devon A-Chain just ran up the middle for 5 yards, and they're going to let the clock run. Miami at their own 45. They need a field goal to tie Touchdown to move ahead. Minute 37 remains. Plenty of time. It's in their interest to let the clock bleed a little bit. Blocking back set, Tua operating out of the shotgun. Coach Golden has Cowboys in a nickel. Big game between what are clearly two Super Bowl contenders in this league. Little button hook pass over the middle. A-Chain's got it, and good yardage. First down across midfield, brought down at the 45-yard line of Dallas. Donovan Wilson on the tackle, 1st and 10. Clock now down at 1:15 remaining. Miami has outgained Dallas in this game, 433 to 314. But Tua with one more interception than Dak. Again, shotgun set. But a base blocking back set. Waddle and Hill split out wide. They're doubled on this play, but it's a run up the middle. Devon A-Chain, and he's good for 6. There is a penalty. And it's going to be against the Dallas Cowboys into the neutral zone. So they'll take away that run, save the down. And it's 1st and 5 at the Dallas 40. Right about now is a good time to check again on that Miami place kicker. Jason Sanders is good on a 2-8 out to the 40-yard line. Needs to get down to the 22 to start thinking of an automatic, in air quotes, 2-10 roll. Same formation offensively here. Still A-Chain at tailback. And once again, they double team the wideouts, and it's a run up the middle to Devon A-Chain. This time A-Chain hits his card. That's good news if you've seen that card. Good roll for A-Chain. Gain of 15. Brought down at the 25-yard line. So clearly in field goal range now for Miami as the clock is at 45 seconds and counting. So another game coming down to the final minute here on tonight's multicast. Tua in the shotgun again. This time it's a screen to the same tailback, A-Chain. One linebacker in zone. They did bring the safety up to double team the look in, but he goes to the flat. Yak opportunity for A-Chain, and he's good with that. First down yardage, out of bounds. Penalty on the play, but it is on the offense. Big penalty at the worst time, holding against Miami. So that runs the clock, by the way, down to 37 seconds remaining. Miami still has 3 timeouts. But now it's 1st and 20 at the Dallas 35. Every range becomes a little better. 2-8 out to the 40-yard line. 2-8 and 12 at the 23 to 32. New formation on offense. We've got 2 tight ends on the field. Still in the shotgun, Tua. A-Chain still the tailback. Got to be careful. A sack here, punch you out of field goal range potentially. There's a quick slant over the middle. Tight end Durham Smythe. And a 6 on the white die, but incomplete nonetheless. That white die took it to the 0-man column, but a receiver result came up, and Durham Smythe could not capitalize. So 2nd and 20 now at the Dallas 35. Sometimes if you hold your timeouts too long, you get a couple penalties, you find you end up with some in your pocket. It looks like that might be the case here for Miami. We'll see. 2nd and 20, big play. Does he risk the short pass to try to get back into a reasonable third down setting? The real risk there is a sack takes you out of field goal range, and you want a shot so that you don't lose this game. Blocking back set out of the shotgun. And on 2nd and 20, it's a run up the middle. A-Chain goes to the defensive card, and it's going to be just 6. And I assume Miami will take their first time out and stop the clock at 22 seconds left. They do. So Miami, 22 seconds, 2 timeouts, facing a 3rd and 14 at the 29 of Dallas. From right here, 2 through 8 and 12 is your field goal. However, if he can get that down to that 22, it's a 2 through 10. That's a worthy goal. Or does Coach Telerio want to be bold and brave and try to get to that end zone for a winning touchdown? He does have those 2 timeouts. 3rd and 14. Let's check in quickly in Houston, where the Browns have added a field goal and now lead the Texans 26-7. So a big 3rd and 14 now for Miami. Most important play to the end of this game. Miami's been a stellar 7 for 11 on 3rd downs today, but I think 3rd and 14 is asking a lot. 2 out of the shotgun. Defense in a 3-2-6. The safety is up close. He's showing blitz. So maybe you go short, catch that crosshair, get that touchdown. You're probably out of the variable risk here of a sack taking you out of field goal range. Only a really big sack would do it. So maybe Miami goes short and tries to pick up that sniper crosshair for the winning long gain. Let's see if he does. Or does he play it safe, run, and go for the field goal? Coach Telerio weighing his options now. Splitting the difference. We got a flat pass to the fullback. The linebacker stayed home. It's caught and a 7-yard gain. And in many ways, that's exactly what he wanted. As it gets him to that next range, it's 4th and 7 at the 22. And Miami burns their last time out. So 15 seconds left in the game. They're going to try to tie it with a field goal from the 22-yard line. 39-yard field goal attempt. Jason Sanders. If the variable doesn't hurt him, it's a 2 through 10. Does the variable hurt him? It does not. And the kick is good. And with 1 second remaining, it's only fitting that Dallas and Miami are tied at 31. And I think we'll keep it right. Oh, we'll have to see if that game locked up. We want to keep it right here, though, because with a score 26-7, Cleveland, Houston, and Cleveland driving yet again. Oh, I'm sorry, it's the Texans driving. We'll keep an eye on that one, but we need to get that Miami game going. And I think I'm going to task manager out and not take a risk on missing overtime. So give me just a second here. All right. So we are looking at overtime in a big game tonight. Looks like they're about ready to kick off here in overtime. We didn't miss a play. As we mentioned, Joe Golden subbing in tonight for the Cowboys coach, who's away in the Grand Canyon. And Dallas kicks off to start overtime, and it's a touchback. Miami gets the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 25. So we've got extra football here tonight in South Florida. Dolphins and Cowboys tied at 31. Good game. Dolphins going to come out here to open overtime in a 2 tight end set. Smythe and Hill are the bookends. A-Chain's out. It's Raheem Mostert at tailback. And Tua with a quick look-in pass to Mostert over the middle. He's got it, but just a gain of 5 yards on the play. Brought down by Jaron Kearse at 2nd and 5. The Dolphins now will split out 3 wide receivers. Back to pass. He's looking deep and double teamed. Good call defensively. That pass was intended for Cedric Wilson. And Coach Joe Golden sniffed out that he was going to target the alternate receiver on that play after spending a lot of time targeting Hill and Waddle for double teams. He switched it up to Wilson at the right time. And now he's got a chance to get off the field defensively. It's 3rd and 5 for Miami. They'll split out 4 wide receivers for this play. Cowboys drop into the 3-2-6 dime. Tua 31 for 48 on the day, 288 yards, 4 touchdowns, but 2 interceptions. He's got a big 3rd and 5 here. Flat pass, right side. This one's going to Tyreek Hill, and no good. Hill couldn't get it. 4th and 5, Miami, and they're going to punt from their 30. "47-yard punt, fielded at the 23 by Cavante Turpin. He'll fair catch it right there, and the Cowboys will get their first possession of overtime and begin at their 23. Next score wins in this game. Sudden death. And Miami's not the only team with an iron-legged kicker. In case you missed it earlier, Brandon Aubrey is good. 2 through 10 field goal attempts all the way out to a 60-yard field goal from the 43-yard line. So we'll see if the Cowboys can get that iron leg into range for an attempt at a winning kick. Cowboys start out 3 wide receivers. Pollard the single setback. First down screen going left side. Tony Pollard, linebacker in zone. Dice take us to Dak's card. Receiver result, and Pollard on his card. 5-yard completion. And fumble. He's put it on the ground. And it's loose, and I think Miami has it. This is devastating for the Cowboys, as I think they've just turned it over. Miami's trying to return it, and he does. And guess what? It is a walk-off fumble return touchdown for Miami. Tony Pollard coughs it up on the first play on the Dallas drive, and it was picked up and run in by Bradley Chubb. 28 yards on the fumble return touchdown. Miami with the walk-off victory, 37-31 over Dallas. Thanking the coaches for treating us to a great game. Final score in Miami. Dolphins win 37-31. In overtime on a walk-off fumble return. That's crazy. Checking injuries. Miami puts up 470 yards of offense, but in the end, It took overtime to get out of here with the victory. Final score, Dolphins in overtime beat the 13-1 Cowboys. And by the way, that opens up the Seahawks again to be your current leader for the 1 seed in the NFC. So we have 1 game remaining on the night. Final 5 minutes. Cleveland walking away with a victory here against the Houston Texans, 26-7. My apologies a little bit here to Coach Dan Marin and to Coach Rudy Gobin, as their game did not get as much attention based on when it was timed. I had 3 games finishing in succession while this game is ramping up. So by the time we close out and come over to this game, there's only 4 minutes left, and it looks like Cleveland's about to close it out. Let's go ahead and update the standings here from our latest contest. So the Cowboys were 13-1. They're now 13-2. And even though I won't adjust the record for the Seahawks, you can see right below that, Seahawks are 13-1. So with a victory this week, Seahawks would become the leader for the 1 seed in the NFC. Seahawks this week scheduled to play the Titans. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that game goes off tomorrow. Cowboys beating this game by the Dolphins. And you can see the Dolphins are now 12-3. And I believe that clinches the AFC Eastern Division for Miami. We'll double check that right now. I did all that work for tiebreakers over the weekend. Dolphins clinched a playoff berth already. Dolphins need just 1 win in their final 3 games to clinch the division, or a loss each for the Patriots or Bills. They got that loss by the Patriots, but the Bills won tonight. Doesn't matter, because the Patriots, or I should say the Dolphins, walk away with their own victory. And at 12-3, they have clinched the AFC East and at least a 2 seed, I think, in the conference playoffs. Jaguars have the tiebreaker over them. Let's see who the Jaguars are playing. Interestingly enough, for those who hadn't caught the dynamic earlier, the Jaguars, through our new system, came up as the substitute coach for Bruce in this game, playing against the Dolphins, which, as it turned out, was fortuitous for the Jaguars in that if they want the 1 seed, they desperately needed to see the Dolphins lose. So it was kind of fortuitous that they got an opportunity to play against the Dolphins through that random process. But as it turned out, congratulations go to Coach Tony Tularia, as he has now won 11 of his last 12 games and has clinched the AFC Eastern title. Well done. So just 1 game remaining. I'm going to go ahead and change the standings here on that one as well. Browns are going to win and advance to a 9-6 record. Texans lose, and that makes them 9-6. Later, I'll need to switch those 2 in order. Since the Browns just beat the Texans, they would have that tiebreaker edge. But now you can see a pretty clear delineation here. Wild card teams are 9-6 right now, coming out of the week, going into next week. And the contenders behind them have 8-7 wins. We're at the 2-minute warning here in Houston. Coach Dan Marin putting the finishing touches on his win tonight against the Texans. I'll stick around here for the last 2 minutes, give an opportunity to talk to these coaches if they're so inclined. Just dropped the coaches a note. My apologies. I guess I typically don't do that before a game's over because I don't want to interrupt game flow. Got a little twitchy fingered on that one, I think, because this game is obviously pretty much over as the Browns have the ball and a 19-point lead with under a minute to go. So congratulations will go out to Coach Dan Marin on this victory against the Texans, a big one, as it keeps them in that wild card hunt as we move forward. Congratulations as well tonight to Coach David Kukofka of the Broncos on an amazing 21-point comeback to beat the Patriots in the fourth quarter, 21-20. I might go back and watch that game in real time. I never thought it was going to happen. You never think somebody's going to really get it done, and it just kept happening, and he got it done. And we've gone final here in Houston. Cleveland wins 26-7. Both teams now are 9-6 on the year. Coaches congratulating each other on a good effort. Browns coach says the dice hated you tonight, Rudy, and we've all had nights like that. Looks like the coaches are most likely not stopping in. Browns coach confirming that. We'll stick around just in case for a little bit here in case Rudy shows up. But we'll wrap it up here just in case, because I assume Rudy's probably going to – yep, he says, yep, he's got the same. It's late. I totally get it. So we're done here, folks. 4 games tonight among 8 teams fighting for the playoffs. And I think it was really good. We had an overtime game, a fourth quarter comeback. Great times tonight. Stay tuned as the USFFL moves on through the remainder of the week and we move forward towards week 17 and 18. We're out.